Hi there, live from Nashville, Tennessee at TNT Billiards. I'm here, Brian Bernhardt, to talk to you a little bit about Golden Tee Mobile this time. We um, been playing in the arcade qualifier throughout the day, and we've got Chad Trump and Paco here in the first match of the evening. Um, I've been playing a little bit of mobile. I'll admit, I see a future with mobile with incredible technologies. Uh, really got into it watching the World Championships in Vegas when Tony Johnson was crowned the inaugural Golden Tee Mobile champion. Um, and here we are, incredible technologies is adding $1,000 to the prize pool. No entry fee. Top six players are getting paid, and yeah, here we are. You're going to see these mobile players live in action. Chad Trump is a guy that, if you're new to playing Golden Tee Arcade, you haven't seen the guy. He's an old school Golden Tee player. He's been around the game for so many years. Paco, I'm not so sure about. We're going to learn a little bit about him right here. For those that are not used to the Golden Tee mobile game, that are watching this for the first time, you're able to choose what ball you hit each and every time. We're playing Pine Coast here, which is a great course from 2017 Golden Tee. I'm joined with Ken Callis.
I sat down. I just wanted to talk to you. How are you?
Do you play mobile at all or no?
I started to, but no, I didn't. I didn't get deep dived into it.
So there's Chad, putting himself about 13 feet from the hole. Knowing Chad and knowing where his expectations are, I'm guessing he was hoping to get that a little closer to the hole. This one right here, he's going to use one of those wind cutter balls. It decreases the wind by 75%. Paco a little bit off the green there on the left-hand side. The main thing here is your pullback. When you're pulling straight back down to to get your shot, you're able to line yourself up straight on. A little bit different from arcade where you click left and right, and there's not a whole lot of things in between.
I discovered the little meter on the left. Like when I first started playing mobile, I was like, how strong am I pulling back?
Right.
But now that you see that green thing on the left, like that's something you don't notice when you first start playing.
Right, and when you first start playing it, you start with all the basics. You start with, the driver that doesn't go very far. You have all the basic irons and clubs and all that, and you got to keep on playing, or you're by your way up. Obviously these guys are at a point in their Golden Tee mobile career to where they have all the top stuff. Chad has yet to get great shot points. I'm not sure if there's a sudden death or if Andy or JP could let me know real quick what the format is. But I know great shot points do come into play. We got great shot points on the left side right there, actually. 16,603 for Paco.
That's the tiebreaker. That's interesting. The great shots points start on the back nine. Yep.
So if there is a tie, unlike in the world's qualifying right now, which great shot points do determine that tiebreaker, they will start on the back nine. First person to win a hole will proceed in the tournament. So Chad's looking here right now. This is a shot where you're going to be going through trees somewhere. I'm guessing he's going to use.
Where are we at? Over to Trump? Yeah.
Should stick right in the green there. He's going to double backspin right towards the hole. So the good thing right now for Chad is, and just to kind of paint you guys this picture, you see Paco sitting down playing. you see Schrump sitting down there playing. They're at the same table.
Yeah.
You know, they're 3 feet away from each other right now. Eyes on the tablets. You know, playing the game. You know, not making eye contact whatsoever. They don't know what each other is doing. They won't know until the end. Now, Schrump with that he's 2 holes ahead right now. So what's going to end up happening, he's going to finish his 9 holes a couple minutes before Paco does. And he's going to sit there and wait. You know, he's just going to kind of wait and see, which is a lot different than on the arcade side where you're going hole by hole with your opponent. You know exactly where they're at.
Do they just, so I'm slightly ignorant to this. Thank you. Do they know when the opponent's done with their hole?
What will happen is that when Schrump is done, he's going to set his tablet down. And so Paco's going to catch that out of the corner of his eye, and he's going to know that he's done. I don't know if that affects him at all. Certain guys play quicker than others.
But they can't advance till the other guy is
exactly,
done with
yeah. So he's going to play his 9. He's going to sit back and wait. Now Paco's going to have a chip here. I'm sure he's going to use that chipper. These are usually pretty simple shots for guys at this level. If you compare it to guys like you and me on the arcade side, we're off the green 8 yards away. We take our 7 or 8 iron and we just chip it right in.
I would 5-bird it, but yeah.
But you can see he's pulled back. Oh, and he missed it a little bit to the left. That's huge right there. Chad's going to get some great shot points there. Like we mentioned earlier, it's
that's the tiebreaker, right?
No, they will play a sudden death. So looks like they're chatting a little bit, having a little fun with this. For those that are just tuning in, Incredible Technologies adding $1,000 to the prize pool. There was actually no entry fee into this. This is a no-brainer if you play Golden Tee Mobile to jump on in. I missed the boat on this one. I would have loved to have been a part of it. The top 6 are getting paid. You know, the winner's going to take home a few $100, no matter what, just for making an appearance and showing off their skills.
I didn't even know the mobile thing was going on.
And these guys are moving right along. The one thing that I noticed at the World Championships, and one of the things that I know that IT is working on real time as far as these go, like there's guys that will. It might take several seconds to a couple minutes for them to get their feel because such an important part of this game is for guys like you and me, Kenny. It's pulling the ball straight back and straight forward and getting that 180 lined up. These guys are using their finger and swiping on a screen, and they see that immediately. Like when we're playing arcade, we don't know where we pulled back, where we went forward until
after the fact.
Until after the fact.
Yeah.
These guys, they see their pullback. Great shot there for Paco.
All right, Bernard, talk to me. Why should I start playing mobile?
That's a great question.
Like literally, like I'm an advocate, lover of Golden Tee, and I've never really messed with mobile. Why should I start? Right. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, so we've got, you know, the first thing that, you know, we need to point out is the amount of money that is able to be won for just playing a game on an app. $30,000 prize pool at the World Championships in Las Vegas. A couple small hiccups this year, honestly, but they were able to make a great event out of it. Look forward to kind of hearing what the future has in store for it. So I'm not sure what Chad's doing there. So he hasn't fast-forwarded through his screen. He's kind of waiting around. Oh, here we go. So we've got the Chad score is going to be the so it shows you on that screen right there, -12, waiting on the opponent. He does have that.
I think he's one down.
He's one up. He got the eagle on hole 4 when Paco did not.
Yeah.
You know, so Chad right now he's sitting. You know, he's sitting pretty. And he knows the screen that you're seeing right now on this YouTube feed is, you know, the same screen that Chad's seeing on his tablet. So he knows right now that he's got that 1-stroke lead, and that Paco's got to try to find a way to hole out.
Yeah, but Paco doesn't, does he?
And Paco does not know. While you're playing your match, you don't know where you're at until that 9th hole comes up.
Yeah. So I want to get into the mobile, and I'm glad I'm talking to you about it on this mobile. Yes, sir. I'm an avid commercial player, and I want to get into the mobile zone. But it like that transition, like I want perfection on the commercial, right?
Right.
And then I look at the mobile, and I'm like, I pull back left a little bit right, and it's different.
Yeah, and it's for those that and you asked earlier
Just
about
a little different. It's not
right.
over the top.
And then just so you know, and I want to shout out to Kinzer right now. Thanks for reaching out to me. The screens are switched, so Paco is the one that's done, and Shrump is actually still playing. So we'll get those screens switched to the right places here, and that. But there's a good shot there for Shrump. The reason that you should play it is because you're able to play whenever you want. There's money to be won playing the game.
Sure.
And for people that play the arcade version, it really translates over pretty well, especially since they're copying the courses over from previous years.
And do the nuances of the courses translate to mobile? Like those kicks.
There's certain things that do transfer. I would have to say that I think mobile is easier. There's certain obstacles that they take out of the game. They shorten certain holes. The tee boxes are in different places in some cases. So front nine. Andy, are we playing 18 holes? So we're playing 18 holes. So you just saw right there, it showed that Chad lost 11 to 12.
Yeah.
The way that Golden Tee Mobile works is you do 9 holes at a time, unless IT is doing a special event, which you can find when you have the app, and it'll show you on the on that home screen.
Sure.
So Chad's down 1 going into hole 10. If there is a tie, then they will proceed to start on the back 9, and the first person to win a hole in the back 9 will move on in the bracket. We do have a water hazard for
let's check.
So now the screens are correct. Looks like Paco got wet. Chad was shaking his head. Makes the putt there. So we got we're all squared up after. Yeah. So as of right now, and knowing that Chad's down 1, Paco is up 1 going into hole 11 on the back 9.
But it's not sudden death. Okay.
Not yet. Yes. We will only get that sudden death if we end up having a tie at the end of 18 holes.
Heard.
So the one cool thing about Golden Tee Mobile is where you're able to select whatever ball you want before every shot, and that's one of the biggest differences between the arcade and the mobile version.
And you can pick even after the drive, right?
After the drive, so you're in the fairway. Another water ball right there by Pop. Well, he's gonna be able to chip in here for birdie. Those are extremely friendly drops right there. 2 shots in a row for Paco.
Sorry, I'm an amateur to the people listening, but
so he ends up getting a par.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah.
So right now going into hole 12, and you see this side by side. The match is all square. Chad lost by 1 on the front 9. He is currently up 1 here on the back 9 going into hole 12. Not an easy hole. I'm guessing they're going to go out there and use a sniper. What the sniper does, it's a super, or it might be a super backspin right there for Chad. The super backspin is really interesting because depending on another hazard for Paco right there. He was up 1 going into this, and all of a sudden on the back 9, he just having a really hard time finding the green.
Yeah. So how do you obtain these balls?
So that's a great question. You buy these balls using whether it's the silver coins or the gold bars. You can earn these coins and bars whether you're watching ads through the app or you're playing in contests against friends or just random people. And then I'm at a point where I'm a level 32, and I'm doing playing a lot of matches and getting the clubs I need. I'm doing better. And a quick shout out, and I'm sure a lot of you that are listening are a part of this, but another hazard looks like, Paco staying out of the bunker, not an easy shot out of that first cut. But shout out to the guys that run the Golden Tee Mobile League. It's I'm in my first season of it. It's a lot of fun. There's that hazard right there. It's really fun. There's 7 weeks. There's some money to be won. You play a whole bunch of matches.
And like winners get extra swag or balls and clubs or no?
No. It's just about, you play leagues, you play these matches, and it's something that I would really hope that the arcade side gets, because these mobile guys really have a passion for this app and finding a way to finding a way to really get people involved and give more opportunities to win some money and just have a good time at the game.
I want to deep dive more into it myself, because I'm a commercial guy. I'm gonna give it to Ryan, because I don't know what I'm talking about with the
so
mobile,
Kenny, thanks for joining me. It's good hanging out with you.
Interested.
Yeah. So maybe the next time we get in the mics, we'll be calling a match, and me and you will be talking about how we played in the mobile tournament.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. Thanks, Brian.
So Paco is unfortunately once again finding himself in the sand. I'm going to be joined here by Ryan Sparks. Ryan, how are you? Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
I'm good.
So what are we watching? We're watching Paco and Chad Trump.
So we got Paco and Chad Trump here.
The voice of Golden Tee.
Chad Trump being one of the better commentators as far as on the Golden Tee Mobile. I mean,
he's as good as
he's hitting the bar, right? I mean, he's had some of the best calls in Golden Tee history, hands down.
He is the bar, buddy.
But
and the best call he ever made was on that Paco hole-in-one on Agave 16.
Yes, that is the call of the century. So the winner of this match, Shrump was down after down 1 after 9.
So fill me in. Are we playing 18?
We're playing 18. So he was down 1 after 9.
Okay.
Paco has found a lot of powers, unfortunately for him, and Shrump is kind of moving along pretty good at his own pace. I've got a pretty good feeling that he's going to end up prevailing in this. The winner of this match will stick around and end up playing Mark the next match.
So 16 of Pine is one of the hardest shots in Golden Tee Mobile. I don't know if you guys know it, but you got to get to a certain spot in that fairway. And if you don't get to that spot, it's almost impossible to reach the green. So Chad is, I can't see how far away he is, but if you're out of the sand, you're looking at double your yardage plus 10 with a sand wedge to make this.
And you're going up and over. I mean, it's
up
just,
and over. Yep.
Yeah, it's just,
yes, sir.
We got a birdie for Paco.
So if you make eagle here, you did something right.
Yeah, just missed it.
Yeah.
And we'll get a quick update when his screen pops up here where he's at. Oh, he's got a lot of green and blue going on when Paco had the white for the pars. So,
so what's our tiebreaker here, Bri? Golden Tee, great shot points.
So actually, no. In this, for the World's qualifying, great shot points would be the tiebreaker. In this event, they would actually, if there was a tie at the end of the 18 holes, they would start again on the back 9, and the first person to win a hole would move on. Sudden death. Sudden death starting on the back 9, which I think is great. I think that's the way it should be. So he's going to use a sniper there for Paco, a little bit left of the hole, probably 20 feet away.
Yeah, I don't love that shot for Paco. I mean, at least as far as making it. I mean, he's got to get close. He's got to go all or nothing here. So
this is on the arcade side. This was one of those low 4 woods through.
So hold on. Here's a high.
Oh, look at Chad! Oh my God! Look at what
high
Chad
zero bird with a sniper through that gap, that V gap.
Right
there, which Paco's about to hit right now.
But look at Chad's already in the green. He's putting for eagle.
Yeah.
He put it through, and that should be.
Yeah.
He just you see the nod of the head for Chad. He
so
knows.
you're going to see the same thing with Paco, and he's going to have an easy putt. He's going to eagle too, but
and Chad doesn't see the screen right now. He's going to look and be like, "Oh my goodness, look at his eyes." Wow, he can't believe it. He knows that he just won the match.
He wipes the sweat off his brow there.
Yes, he sure does. So congratulations to Chad Schrum for moving on. He's gonna, there's the handshake. The good match.
So these mobile guys, I mean, we're cabinet guys, Bri, you and me.
Right.
And I play mobile. I'm going to play in this tournament eventually.
Right.
My time's going to come, but they travel just as much as we did.
Right.
And they are here to play Golden Tee Mobile, and they are the best in the world at Golden Tee Mobile. They are so good that that shot that Chad and Paco just hit on 18. I know it was different. One guy made a birdie, one guy made an eagle, but that was a hard shot.
And not only was that a hard shot, but you can tell the time that they put into it. They have the same passion for the game that we have for the arcade side, and that's something that you can't. And I really look forward to, the future of them coming together. Having potential championships with the mobile and the arcade and us guys, because. And there's
so much juxtaposition of everything.
Right, the crossover between the two is just going to be so much fun to watch. So Chad Trump, so Ryan Sparks, I'm Brian Bernhardt. We've been playing the arcade version for a couple decades, right?
About 20 years. 20 years.
Recently started playing mobile a little bit. I know I have myself. I've been playing about 1-2 hours a day. And here we are live at TNT Billiards in Nashville, Tennessee.
Great venue.
Great venue, $1,000 added by Incredible Technologies to not
mobile.
only the arcade side, but also the mobile side. And just a 16-person tournament. It was free to enter. And I know someone like Chad, he wouldn't have been here. He wasn't going to come here. He did not come here to play Golden Tee Arcade. He came here to play mobile.
I tried to get him to play arcade. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and Chad Schrump, I don't know how much, for the mobile guys that are watching right now, I don't know how much you know about Schrump and the history behind him in arcade. He was one of the best at one time at playing Golden Tee.
One of the best.
He never had an opportunity to be.
He kind of taught me how to play.
Did he really?
Yep.
He never got the opportunity to get a first place or an event, but he was up there. He has some top 4 finishes.
Well, I mean, you've won some tournaments, but we are him and I are very similar. Like, you won PCC and you finished second in Richmond a few years ago.
Right.
But you're kind of the same thing. Like, you were always there, but never there.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. Yeah, I've had a couple good runs, and that's over a 20-year span.
All of us,
yeah.
right? Like, I've been there, but I've never been. I mean, you've won, but I haven't. But I'll tell you what, this Golden Tee Mobile thing, it's going to take off.
Oh, and that's why I'm playing it, Ryan. This is why I'm playing.
Brian, and like, these guys, I mean, they're committed to coming to this tournament and playing and, growing this game. Like, they asked, like, I was kind of on the fence. I said, like, I'm okay at Golden Tee Mobile. I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm not like these guys.
Right. These guys are great.
And
they put the time in.
And I told them, I said, look, I mean, my focus is cabinet. I'm going to, do you want me to play? And they're like, do you want to grow the game?
Yeah.
It helps when Brian Bernhardt or Ryan Sparks or Evan Gossett plays this game.
Or Greg Kinsler.
Yep.
Tony Johnson, inaugural world champion. I mean, can't leave Tony
that
out.
guy's on a different level.
Yes,
but,
the GOAT
when those
mobile.
guys, the people that, like, they know these cabinet players. And when those cabinet players are playing mobile and are being pretty good.
Right.
It helps think, you know what? We can all be pretty good. And it's a I don't want to say it's easier, but when you learn a little bit about it and you learn how to play the game.
And I know where you're going with this, Ryan. It's not that it's easier, but the time that you have to spend to get good isn't as long as it might take. As far as on the arcade side, how many thousands of games did you have to play? And the other thing, too, is it's not about the amount of games you have to play, but how much money did you have to spend?
It's a different kind of good and give.
Yeah, so when you're playing the mobile game, if you've got the patience, you can kind of get through it without paying a penny. You just watch some ads and just win some matches, and you're good to go.
Just ask Danny Boy.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of how I'm going along right now. Or you can take a couple shortcuts and you can try to, get certain clubs and balls, have them readily available so you're able to compete with the top guys.
So I've spent some money. I have.
IT appreciates that.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I've spent some money, and I've gotten to a point where I'm okay. Like I'm top 100, top 150 in the world, something like that. I think I qualified 4th in this tournament, which I'm going to have to play eventually. But, I mean, these guys, they are you and me playing cabinet.
And it sounds like in a few moments, Paco, who just played Chad, he's gonna jump on with me, and you got to let things happen on the fly. Looking forward to picking his brain because just finding out a little bit more about him.
Yeah. Paco's a great player. I'm hoping that I have to go play.
So Ryan, you are in the mobile tournament.
I am in the mobile tournament. Yeah, I qualified 4th out
Good
of
for you.
16.
Yeah, so you know a little bit about this game.
I know how to play. I'm not as dedicated as these guys, but yeah, I do know how to play. So I got to play Justin Ward.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
And so MBS, yeah, this is Brian B. This is the same guy that jumped into season 7, and it's
depends on if Justin Ward's done
playing in the bracket. Been here to qualify in the arcade, didn't play the best. But yeah, I got an opportunity to call some mobile action. I've been kind of looking forward to this. It's one of the reasons
Sounds like I'm staying with you a long time.
Yeah, and Ryan's going to hang out for a little bit. And one of the reasons why I've been playing so much the last couple of weeks is because I really wanted to learn more about the game, understand the balls better, and
so what do you
take
think?
advantage of this opportunity to talk about it.
Well, tell me what your thoughts are, as a new player, Golden Tee Mobile. I mean, is it something that you enjoy? I mean, does it pass the time? Is it?
Man, it passes the
Just
time.
tell me about it.
There's, for those mobile players that are listening that don't know me, don't know what I do, my name is Brian Bernhardt. I've been playing Golden Tee for 20 years. I currently play Golden Tee Arcade full time. That's my primary source of income. Whether the kids are in school or not depends on my schedule for the day. And I really appreciate all the opportunities I've gotten because of incredible technologies in the game of Golden Tee. And here I am right now where there's been some, for example, last week kids go back to school, right? I played 50 games of video golf on Wednesday. Wednesday night, wife and kids go to bed early. It's 9:15, 9:30. Opened up the app. Start playing some mobile. Next thing you know, it's 10:30. Next thing you know, it's 11:18. And before you know it, to answer your question, the time just goes by, and I'm really intrigued by just the game and how and where it's going and how similar it is actually. And I just can't get enough of it. Whether I'm playing arcade or playing mobile, it's great.
So transition a little bit, and Brian, I mean, he knows so much more about this. He's forgotten more about Golden Tee than. And I've been playing for 20 years than I've ever remembered. But what you're watching right now, you're watching Mark Duchesne and you're watching Chad Trump. And these are...
Mark's one of the best players, right? I mean,
two of the best players. You talk about
right.
Heavy hitters, Brian. I mean, these are the best there are.
So here we are.
These are two of the top 20 players in the world.
And it's awesome. And it's great
right
that they
now.
came here to Nashville to play. Playing Tundra Peak. Love the snowballs flying out of the sky.
Mark came down from Chicago.
Okay.
Chad came down from Indy, North Indy. So they drove down, and they came down from, 5-6 hours away to play Golden Tee Mobile. So I drove 4 hours. You drove, I don't know how long.
I flew.
Wow.
Okay. It's 30 minutes to Chicago and 1 hour to Nashville.
He flew shortly. But, I mean, there's like Danny Boy drove 12 hours to play Golden Tee. These guys drove to play Golden Tee Mobile.
So tell me a little bit more. I learned a little bit about Mark, listening to, Chad and Adam's call at the World Championships. But Mark, is he not the guy that's played like the most Golden Tee Mobile out of everybody?
My understanding is I think he's played more than anybody else.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. For my memory served me correctly. And so you'll see Mark's going to use the Maniacs there. It gives a little bit extra power. Didn't quite get in the fairway where I think he wanted to be. Not going to be an issue with the pin there located in the middle of the green.
Yeah, it's funny with Golden Tee Mobile, being in the rough is not as big of a deal as it is in arcade. So he can use a Maniacs, he can use a Wind Cutter, he can use a Ranger.
And the Ranger would be the one that doesn't matter where you're at. It gives you where you're, like a fairway shot. And a great shot there for Mark. 4 feet away from the pin.
So Chad's going to hit this about 98. He's going to hit a Wind Cutter, so he's taking the wind out of it. It's like playing stouts.
Right, but even more percent of it. It's 75% instead of 50%. And there's 100%, and it's a little bit right of the hole, it looks like.
Oh, he didn't hit it too hard. Hell, what do I
Wow.
know? That's why I'm here talking to you. And these guys are playing golf. But, so they're playing on, it's funny, right? So, Brian, they're playing on iPads.
Right.
So I've never played on an iPad.
So are you on your mobile device?
I play on my phone.
Me too. And I've if I were to compete in one of these, I would start practicing. I have a tablet that I would use because I know that when you get to this level, you need to play on the bigger screen.
So that's what Chad Trump and whoever, all these other guys, they tell me. They say you got to learn how to play on the iPad. And if I was good enough, if I was on their level, I would. But I just play on my phone. I play it for fun.
Well, and the other thing too, like a guy like Josh Mertic, who will be playing a little bit later on, he came with his tablet. He was walking around last night with his tablet, and
Chad told me, he said, I've never walked into a bar with an iPad. I said, well, you know what? We're all here for a purpose.
And so what's interesting here is this is the shot, and you want to make sure it stays on there, which is a nice soft landing.
Yep.
He's happy with that. Going to take a sip of his beverage.
I think I bought that beverage.
And it's one thing I want to point out is the outfits. Shout out to, and I'm not sure if you know his name or if the people that are on the chat can let me know, but the gentleman in Vegas, I believe he got 3rd place, who dressed up as his golfer. That was hands down pretty darn cool.
Who was it?
I can't remember what his name, but I know that whatever his golfer's outfit was, he showed up for the World Championships. Oh, big. Barrett Dieterman. Thank you. So Mark Duchesne with the patented raised knee posture.
So
Is that just the way he plays? I'm just kind of curious. Does he just balance? He must balance at a certain way, and it's in his comfort zone.
So Chad's playing with his iPad on his belly.
Right.
Right. So whatever makes you comfortable. It's funny though. If you are a mobile player.
Ooh, there's a missed shot right there from Mark. That's a big miss right there, I believe.
Well, Chad's he's going to have to chip, he's going to Ranger putt that. I got to give a little plug in here, though. So if you are a mobile guy, if you do understand the mobile game and you enjoy it, and I don't care if you're good, you're bad, indifferent, there is something called Golden Tee Mobile The League. And it is run by a guy named Josh Simmons and Joel Wilborn, and there's a council, Chad Trump and Tony Johnson and Mark Duchesne, all those guys. And they do a dynamite job of making sure that everybody's included, making sure that everybody has a place to be, whether you're, a purple player, a bronze player, a gold player,
it's like 7 or 8 divisions, right? I mean, it's
a Bushwood player. You're never going to be outmatched. You're always going to be where you need to be, and they're going to make sure they take care of you. And it's a brainchild of Josh Simmons, who he might be sitting next to me, he might not be, but they take care of things, and they're trying to grow the game, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. It's not Golden Tee Arcade, but it is a different game, and it is so much fun.
Yeah, and what's interesting for those that are watching, you could see the gentleman in the red shirt both as he's passing by, chatting with Chad and Mark, and you can see they respectfully continue down with their game. Yep. I don't think that the gentleman in the red shirt understood kind of what was going on. He He just with Chad, he just did not realize that they're in the middle of this. It's a pretty big deal.
Well,
There's a lot of money to be won here.
It's an adjustment for us old school Golden Tee cabinet players
Right.
to understand what's going on with Golden Tee Mobile. But the amount of time that these guys have put into this and how good they are, Brian, is, I mean, it's different.
And after the World Championships, I don't know if you saw my post. I jumped on the Golden Tee Mobile Facebook page, and I'm like, hey, shout out to all you guys. Like it was a pleasure watching you dissect the game that we find a way to dissect the arcade version with a trackball. They're dissecting it, with the mobile app.
So Mark just made a chip there, and I don't know if you really caught it, but he turned like 3 clicks right, and he hit a javelin on a left 3 green that he rolled down. Like the amount of thinking that goes into this. Like you and I hit that chip, we're hitting a 5-iron, and we're just
at
burning
5,
it
6,
right
7,
at
yeah,
goal.
whatever iron you prefer, yeah.
So those guys are.
Ooh, is he behind a rock there? No, it disappeared.
So here, watch this on your left screen, Brian. But
Yeah.
you guys see it normal. So he's just going to hit it dead straight with a wind cutter.
Oh, and it caught the rough a little bit.
Yeah,
But no, I did see Chad Pard the last hole.
Did he?
So Mark, after 9, and a pretty good score of 11 under, he's not extremely happy with. He's going to see where Chad's at here real shortly when it shows on his screen. He's going to see that.
So that's something I don't love. Yeah, so we're looking at a push here.
Yeah.
Well, Chad should get 9.
If he eagles this, he's got a one-stroke
Chad
lead
should
going into the back 9.
And he should. So he's going to hit a.
I don't think he's not going to hit the Maniacs, is he?
It's going to be long.
He's got that wind 10 in his face. Unless he's thinking about hitting. No, okay. Wind
He can't
cutter.
hit that Maniac.
I don't know about that, though. Don't you want a sniper here just to kind of – would the sniper get over the sand or over the snow?
Short.
Okay.
Sniper's going to be short. Now, if he hits a –
you want to hit something short. He's hitting it to the left. And he's going to hope for it to bounce to the – oh, that's
so he's hoping for a chip.
He said you got
under normal circumstances, Chad makes this 9 out of 10 times.
Now we're
but
here.
This isn't normal.
Yes, we're not. He's not in his living room or the bathroom or wherever he plays his normal game.
He's turning a little bit to the right.
There's a left 7 green here,
but
using that wind cutter to cut that wind 75%.
Sure you need to turn here because that thing is not going to run. I'm trying not to talk loud enough so you can hear me.
Oh, and he makes it. Look at that. One stroke. So
These
that's not the end of the
guys-
match. He's got a 1-stroke lead going into the back 9. We're going to play another 9 holes at Tundra Peak. And he just won 500 silver. Good for you, Chad. Add that to your bankroll of like $8 million or whatever you got. But you can see there's that picture of these two guys. How close they're plugged into their sources.
Brian, these two are good friends. Very, very good friends. I mean, Chad has told me, I just met Mark a couple of days ago, but Chad has told me that Mark is the salt of the earth. And you know Chad.
Yeah.
Chad is the salt of the earth.
No, he's got his hand out there. Are they nervous? I mean, is that what they're talking about right there? I mean, I think it's interesting because, Mark's been to Vegas already. He was there last month. Chad was there. He was calling.
Yep.
So is this Chad's first major event? I mean, can we call it? I mean,
this is Chad's first major.
First live event. I mean, he called it a major because we're here at a PGT Tour event.
No, it is his first major event. Yeah.
So
you put that perfectly.
So here Chad is Mark's. Not that I would give him a little bit of an advantage actually, knowing that you've been through the process of being under the lights and the pressure of being in Vegas, the World Championship.
So I think that Chad would say that Mark is probably a better, more consistent player than him.
A more consistent player, you're saying,
yeah.
or
probably, yeah, more consistent player. But
437
Chad,
yards. Whoa,
Chad,
big hitter over here.
Chad is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, voice of Golden Tee Mobile and a hell of a player.
And
Chad was right there last year. I mean,
yeah, he missed like the one match, right? He had a couple bad shots, and he got to the finals.
Played in the finals 2 or 3 times. I think he played in the finals. The last qualifier that Barrett won. Barrett, Determan. I don't exactly know how to say his name.
Yeah, I think Determan. Yeah.
He played Chad in the finals, and he beat him to his credit. But Chad is an amazing Golden Tee Mobile player.
I think it's great that Chad's found the agreement. And one thing to update everybody, you just saw Mark get great shot points in the last hole. The great shot points don't factor into who moves on from this match. If we do end up having a tie, both these gentlemen will start on the back 9 of Tundra Peak, and it will be a sudden death situation. Sudden death meaning the first person to win a hole will move on.
So we got a stinger coming. Watch this. Oh, a little short.
Oh, just a little
A little
bit.
short. He needed about 2 more %, but I mean, this is a different level of good.
Yeah.
So we got Trump. He's going to hit a 1-iron stinger here with a wind cutter.
A little bit left of the hole. You know, when you got that left too, let's got to slow down. He's fine.
He knew it from the go, yeah. But he didn't have a whole lot of trouble there. Like, he wasn't going to hit that long.
But just a little shot like that, having your distance down, knowing that you got your percentage right, you got it pin high, right where you wanted to, you just missed your line. That's got to build some confidence for him, you know, knowing that that he's got that going for him. So you got 3 birdies going on for Mark after hole 12.
So he's high team maniac here on with Mark. I don't love a Chad shot here. I would hit a sniper here, but like
You got
I
the
said,
10 wind going at about 7 o'clock.
They're better.
It's
than
got to
me.
stop.
So yeah,
oh,
that's the sniper. That's why you hit a sniper there.
The sniper there would have just stuck
Stopped
right
it.
there.
Yep.
That's so Chad with the 1-stroke lead going into the back 9 is in jeopardy of losing that 1 stroke here. He's got to find a way to get up and down and just save par here.
So
And Mark's cruising along here. He's got.
I don't love this shot either for Chad. Like I'm a sniper. So I'm about.
What ball did he choose here?
I'm a sniper there.
Oh,
but
he almost drained
he's
it with
better
one cutter.
than me. So let's trust his judgment.
So drops one right there. After 12, we are all square now.
So this hole's a little funny here, right? So they're all going to be fine, but he's on a downhill slope here. So this is going to play short. You know how it is in Cabinet. This hole always plays short.
Yes, it definitely does. And we're talking about, you know, Mark's look. So, well, I think the best way to go about doing this is updating as far as where Chad's at, since he's a little bit behind right now. You know, so I think, you know, just knowing that we're even after 12. Now, Mark did get the eagle on this hole 13 par 5. So Chad needs to make sure he eagles this to stay with Mark. And to kind of paint the picture for you guys, here we are in Nashville. These gentlemen are 10 feet away from us, sitting at a table. You know, thanks to Incredible Technologies for all the hard work they put into running all the wires, all the cords. I mean, the amount of time that goes into it, and just hoping that there's good internet. You know, we had 177 players for the Golden Tee Arcade Tournament today. Qualifier was today, match plays tomorrow. So for you mobile guys out there that usually don't watch the arcade stuff, try to find a way to tune in tomorrow, watch some match play. You know, you're not going to see any of the courses that you're currently playing on mobile. Some of these courses might be introduced at a later date. You know, but just watching the arcade guys, you know, play the game that you know that you mobile guys like.
You all love.
We're all here together. We're you know, this has the opportunity to become one extremely large community.
So Brian, and I say this, I'm in some chats with mobile guys. I'm in some chats with Golden Tee guys. This is one big happy family,
right?
And it can be, and like mobile can love Cabinet, and Cabinet can love mobile.
Chad going long right there. It's a big shot. But go ahead, Ryan.
I didn't see it.
But go ahead.
He went long on 14. Okay. But this is, if Cabinet guys can get behind mobile and mobile guys can get behind Cabinet, Chad's struggling here, and he knows it. You can see him wiping his brow there. This can be a win for everybody, and we can help grow both games.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
If you get together on both of it, you know.
Let's work together, build a bigger community. All that means is bigger prize pools, bigger camaraderie. Let's get some mobile guys playing arcade, get some arcade guys playing mobile.
But here's what's funny. Like, so you see Chad Trump sitting here, and you see Riley Hitchcock over there. When was the last time you saw Riley at a tournament?
Well, it's funny. Riley's a name that we didn't even bring up earlier, and he's an old school Golden Tee guy as well.
And he's so good. He might be like top qualifier in mobile. I mean, he's so good at mobile. Yeah. So top qualifier in mobile, right? He hadn't been at a Golden Tee tournament in years.
Yeah, I think he made
And
one
now he's
appearance.
back.
Yeah, now he's back.
Or maybe it was the St. Louis, whatever. But
I don't think he'd be here if it weren't for mobile.
He wouldn't
which
be.
is great that he has his opportunity.
yeah.
Great shot there from Mark holding the green.
Yeah.
Gonna
So
putt
Mark's
it for
going to
eagle.
move on. Yeah. Mark's going to move on.
Unless Chad finds a way to get in the hole. So Mark's
Well, I think he's down a couple, right?
a
So,
13
yeah.
under on the back nine. So that puts so
Mark played lights out.
and he's gonna look at the screen right now and see that Chad had a couple pars, and he's gonna be able to sit back and relax. Unfortunately for Chad.
So are we single limb or are we 2 and out? What are we doing here?
All right.
Double limb. So Chad's not done yet.
Yeah. All that means when you got the double elimination tournament is you just got a few more matches you got to play to get to the finals.
Yep. And Chad, and don't count Chad out just yet because that guy is. I mean, he's battle tested. He's got scars. He's good.
And
So he's going to hit a shot here, and he's going to hit this. So there's 2 little pillars, and he's going to try to hit it right between them, right there. If you hit that pillar, you're in trouble. But
so
Chad taught me how to play that hole.
we're gonna watch Chad complete his round. Take a little bit of a break, but make sure you don't go too far because we're gonna have former Golden Tee Arcade World Champion Evan Gossett.
Is he coming to talk to us?
Is he coming to talk to us, or is he playing in this tournament?
I don't know. I don't think Evan is playing in the tournament, but I might be wrong.
We will find out.
But you might see former Golden Tee halfway decent player Ryan Sparks playing.
That's a good shot there for Chad. Just hold the green there with the use that super.
So
I do think that it's interesting.
Chad's
having that
gonna
fence.
finish out. He knows where he's at.
But for the mobile guys out there that haven't played Tundra Peak on arcade, that fence is not there in the arcade version.
No.
If you go long, you are not in a good place.
So this is a hard hole in arcade. It's a hard hole in mobile. But if you can just hit that high tee with that wind cutter, the javelin is what we call it, it'll just nestle right up there. And I mean, there's nothing to sneeze at. 10 under on the back nine of Tundra. It's a good match. But he ran into Mark Duchesne, and Mark Duchesne is a buzzsaw.
And there's the best part, the handshake. Hey.
Oh, these guys love each other. They do.
I think.
So I am going to hand this off to
I'm going to go solo. Yeah, well, I mean, I might go solo if somebody else
Brian's
wants to talk to me.
gonna
That's
go
great. Ryan Sparks is going to be on the other side. You're going to hear my voice, and
You're not going to see as good a Golden Tee as you just saw.
So Ryan Sparks will be going to play shortly. We're going to go to break here in a little bit. We're live here just outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Antitalk? Is that how you say it? Antitalk?
Is it Antioch or
Antioch?
TNT Billiards? Great cold beer, good menu, wide selection, a lot of room.
They're doing a hell of a job. They're doing the best.
Doing the best they can with limited staff, but things are moving along pretty good. 177 guys here for the Golden Tee Arcade tournament. 177.
Wow.
We've got 16 guys here in the Golden Tee Mobile tournament. $2,000 has been added to both prize pools. $1,000 to the arcade, $1,000 to the mobile side. The entry fee to get into this was what, Ryan? It was nothing. So
I don't know. Was it nothing?
These guys were able to. These guys were able to participate in a tournament and not pay any entry fee.
All right, so I'm going to throw this out there as an old school cabinet guy, right? I've been playing cabinet since 2001. Golden Tee Mobile, if you're not playing it, try it.
Yeah.
Because it is so much fun in the community that, Brian, you and I grew up in.
Yeah. Growing up in it, you're right, though.
Exactly right. Like, that's what we grew up in. Like, we didn't know each other, and then we all got to the point where, I mean, there's people that would stand up in my wedding. There's people that stand up in your wedding that we've met. You're getting the same vibe with Golden Tee Mobile. Like, these guys are salt of the earth, second to none. Like, I'm a cabinet guy, right?
Right.
And I'm staying with 8 mobile guys in a house that I met over Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And they are amazing people.
And then one shout out I'd like to make, is to Gino. He's got a great podcast, talks a lot about the history of
Yep.
Golden Tee as far as the arcade side, but he's bringing the mobile side in, and he's just really done a great job, talking with Chad, talking
Yep.
with the guys that do a lot of the just helping promote. You had a good podcast with Tony. But yeah, we're gonna go to a quick break. Coming up here in a little bit, Ryan. You're going to be playing a match. So,
I guess
hey,
I'm gonna go
it's been a lot of fun, and good luck to you your next match.
Brian, I'll come back and find you. I think
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to turn it over to somebody much more skilled at this.
Sounds good. All right, thanks.
All right, welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee. Chad Trump, Brian Bernhardt, and I just got done, as you may have seen, maybe didn't, I don't know. I just pulled the epic choke job and played really bad on tender back, but this is, I just played one of the best players in the world.
And you did, Chad. I mean, you had there was a one-stroke lead after 9, right? You're 12 under against 11 under, but Mark he didn't make any mistakes in the back 9, and the one thing is you know this, whether it's arcade or mobile, is you can't afford to have a par in the hole, you know, and unfortunately for you, just a couple mistakes.
Pars.
Yeah, you had a couple pars. You had that one hole where you thought it got up and it came right back down, and those are just things where it's like, well, the good news is for you though, it's a double elimination tournament, you know, so you're just now you get to sit here with me for a little bit, and we get to talk about some Golden Tee Mobile, and you still have an opportunity to come out on head.
Yeah, you know, and it was, in my opinion, and not that I don't want to make this about me, but I mean, here I am. I'm
Yeah,
going to
here
talk
you
about
are,
it.
Chad. Let's talk about
I
it.
just played a couple matches on the stream, got that out of the way.
You started things
and
out.
I know what
yeah.
I feel a lot better than I did. I mean, the first match against Paco, I had a lot of pressure because I'm kind of expected to beat Paco, Walter. And the second match, I was more relaxed, but man,
And you know what's interesting, Chad, that you say that is it was noticed by me and a couple others, the nerves in the first match, and it's interesting that you put a little bit more pressure on yourself, knowing that you should beat him.
I mean, you've been there. You've been in matches where you know you've got to
sure.
win, or you're kind of maybe the heavy favorite or whatever, and you put a little pressure on yourself.
Of course.
Yeah, I felt like that.
But now here you are. You've played 2 matches. You're 1-1. The kind of dust is off. You know, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier too, Chad, where this is your first major event. Unfortunately, you were just a little bit short of qualifying a couple times, and you weren't able to be you were in Vegas. You got an opportunity to call the matches, but I know that you would have done whatever you could to be a part of that tournament.
Yeah, I tried like hell.
And so Mark's been there. He's been under the lights.
He has.
Right? You know, and so for you, now was Paco in Vegas or no?
Paco was a spectator in Vegas,
Okay.
but yeah, he was there. But no, he didn't play.
So for both you and Paco, that was your first time playing, and I feel comfortable saying this is a major tournament. We're here at a major Golden Tee Arcade event, and we're adding a mobile tournament to it. It's a major deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's really weird to be under the lights. You've got everyone's watching every shot you hit, every stroke, every pullback, every crappy swipe that's not very straight.
Right.
And it's all broadcast, but it's fun. I mean, there's nothing like live tournament experience and feeling those nerves. I mean, I know a lot of people watching have played. Kinsler's on the stream right now saying hi. Jordan's on the stream saying hi. Those guys have sat in those seats and felt those nerves, and there's nothing like it. And you know it.
And not sitting there. I'm more used to standing there, you know. But
Right.
I think for you, it's awesome that you made the venture down here. Hopefully, you get an opportunity to play in Vegas, right? Did you qualify, or are you hoping to qualify?
I'm hoping to qualify.
Okay. So,
Vegas has 5 qualifiers right now on the road to 16.
Okay, so I knew we were earlier on, and
Right.
I didn't think that your name had popped up as qualifying yet.
Not yet.
But it's something like this, Chad, where now you have an opportunity to play here at this tournament. When you get that, because Vegas, for everybody else, that was the first big deal, you know. And now for you, like when you go there, maybe a little bit less pressure if you get the opportunity to play in Vegas.
Yeah, you know what it feels like.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what it's kind of all about, trying to get in that seat, try to understand what that pressure feels like. So far, 16 players that went to Vegas, you know, a couple of months ago in July, they know what it feels like to sit in those seats with, you know, 50, 100, 200 people watching or whatever. And right now we've got Justin Ward and Ryan Sparks.
And real quick,
but they understand what that pressure feels like.
Right.
And now people are starting to slowly understand what that feels like. I get it now. I was a little shaky, but
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you.
No, is that what you were talking
I
about?
love it.
Were you telling him that you were? I saw your
Yeah,
hand
he did
gesture.
the same thing. I mean, that's what you live for when you play stuff like this. You love that feeling.
Yeah.
And I love it. I mean, and if you get nervous, that's something you have control of. You can control your nerves and fight those back, and I love that. Did I do a great job of it on the back? Not really. I felt like I did against Paco because I knew I was down 1 and I was not going to lose that match.
So talk to me about this a little bit, Chad, because you and I both know the way the arcade version works. When you're playing in a match, and for those that don't know the way the arcade version works, we usually have a 5-course qualifier.
Right.
After the 5-course qualifier, you get seated in a bracket. We have 177 players. We have multiple brackets. We've got a gold bracket, a purple bracket, a pink bracket.
Yeah.
So depending where you qualify, depends where you're at. But it's different, in the arcade matches, you go hole by hole. You're standing, you're playing on the same machine. You know where you're at after every hole. You're sitting down there right now in mobile.
Clue.
You have no clue.
No clue.
What is that like for you from your experience from playing Golden Tee Arcade, and all of a sudden now you're playing mobile? It's like, well, you just play your game and not worry about it?
I hate it. I'm just going to say that now. I hate it. And I think that's something that a lot of us can get with Andy Coleman and,
The powers that be at IT,
and the IT folks. I think that's something that we need to do a better job of, is understanding score, understanding time, where you sit in the match, what you're going to do. Because it's not that it has to mimic arcade, cabinet, whatever, but it is nice to know where you stand. There's not a sport you play, I don't think, that I can think of when you're playing head-to-head and you have no idea where you stand.
Right, and what's important about that, Chad, is where, like, you're on hole 6 or 7, and it's like, oh, you got a tough look ahead of you, and it's like, well, what should I do here? If you knew where you were at, if you knew you were down 1 or up 1, you would approach that shot so differently. So it's really, you're going into a blind, which is just, it's really interesting, and it's interesting. I wouldn't like it. I think it's weird that you play through the night, whether I'm playing a league match with a friend or whatever, and it's like, all right, I find out after 9. You don't get that hole by hole update like you do in arcade.
And I can even think of, like, say Juniper 18, that if you land on top of Juniper 18 and you leave yourself a 50-foot putt, and that pin is in the back where you've got water behind you.
Right.
If you know you have a 2-stroke lead, Brian, are you going to attack that hole and try to make that putt? Or are you going to lag
lagging that putt.
Right. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's something that we need to do better at.
And even on Juniper 18, what about Juniper 16 too? Sometimes, it's a similar situation,
Yep. So I think are we getting ready to go here?
Yeah, how do we want to go about talking about Hugh? Are we just going to call him Hugh? Because we can't go with the whole name, can we?
It's Hugh Jassel. If you say it, Jassel. That's Hugh Jassel.
So we got Mr. Jassel playing O. Henry, Ryan Sparks.
Yeah, 2 dear friends. They're going to battle it out. I really wish they weren't playing with their. Can someone tell them to take off quick shot? It's a really crappy view when you watch that in person. You just want to see the shot.
And so what's interesting here, you got these guys playing on the iPads. They're playing with the iPads in the stands.
Well,
where you and Mark had them, and Mark had them on his knee. You had it on your chest. What goes into that, Chad? Is that just?
Well, let me tell you, Brian. Spoiler alert: neither player has ever played on an iPad.
Okay, all right.
So you're watching Hugh Jassel and O. Henry play on the iPad for the very first time.
And this is great.
And
it's a huge difference because you're shout out to Hugh difference, but it's you're looking at a screen that is going to be twice the size from your 4.3 inch screen. You're playing on a 9-inch device, and it's.
I'm watching them try to swipe right now, and they are swiping a foot in the air right now.
Yeah,
it's a foot-long swipe. Where on your phone, and you play, on your phone, it's about an inch swipe.
So, for sure. And we've got Ryan Sparks struggling early with 2 pars. Mr. Jassel is he's moving along pretty good. He's
a huge asshole.
Yeah,
huge asshole. And that's PG-13.
We got 3. Yeah, so he's 3 under after 3.
So he's playing birdie golf.
Which is what I've become accustomed to, Chad. I'm still waiting to get all the cool equipment that you guys have, and
you'll be there.
Yeah,
have you spent any money yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well,
not planning on it, Chad.
Well,
I'm at level 32 myself, so I'm moving. I was at level 23 about 3 weeks ago.
So I was in a different position where Kinsler and I decided we were going to qualify for Vegas.
Right. How did that work out for you?
Probably cost me $1,300, maybe $1,500. But I made some money broadcasting it. Thank
Right,
God.
right, right.
I recouped a little bit of my expenditures. Yeah, so can I name you huge asshole too? Anyway, so we decided if we had any shot at qualifying for Vegas, we had to spend the money. We had to buy the upgrades. We had to buy the new clubs. Any chance we got to spend $50 to upgrade something, we had to do it in order to try to qualify. You just can't qualify with surge clubs and, basically balata balls.
We got double eagle there for
Nice.
a huge asshole. How about that?
Beautiful.
So here we are.
So he's great, by the way. He
Yeah.
is he reminds me a lot of Barrett Detterman, who played in Vegas, was a qualifier in the special week 17, in a sense that he is a hole-out monster, but he'll par 4 holes in a row, but he will hole out 2 holes
So
in a row.
is he a guy that's like a pin chaser kind of guy?
Massive.
Okay.
Yeah, and he likes to do crazy shots. I mean, just crazy, ridiculous shots that, it's either all or nothing.
And we got O. Henry, who's Ryan Sparks, who's been here since probably 10 a.m. today. That was a bad miss.
Well,
he must not be comfortable. That's got to be iPad.
That's iPad. That's
Yeah.
100% iPad. He knows it.
Yeah, so he's got a whole bunch of pars. He does have a birdie mixed in there in between.
So I do want to say, before people kind of rip him for how he's playing, one, there's 3 things. One, he's been here since 10 a.m. and he's probably half lit.
Yes, he's been drinking.
Number 2, he's also playing on the iPad for the very first time. And number 3, he's not that great. I'm just kidding. So number 3, he was the number 3 or number 4 qualifier of this whole tournament on his phone on a device that he typically plays on.
Right,
he
right.
knows how to play Golden Tee Mobile. But Huge Asshole really knows how to play as well.
Yeah, it's a huge difference right there. And what's interesting, too, is we got the top qualifier. You can see behind Ryan.
Oh,
Has you guys got wet? That's way long.
See, this is all about the iPad. This is all about learning how to play on the iPad. So he'll make this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he back in the game here? So Ryan's 3 under. And what is Hugh?
He's a jazz hole. But I was going to say, in the background of Ryan, you can see Riley Hitchcock, the number 1 qualifier, chatting with the director of esports there, picking their brains a little bit probably.
Riley can flat out play it.
So great shot points for Ryan. And just a heads up for those that are just tuning in, the great shot points don't matter. Although they matter in the World's qualifying, they do not matter today.
Right. We'll play extra holes, right?
Yes. There will be, if there is a tie at the end of 18 holes, there will be a sudden death where they start off on the back 9.
And I think we just had a match off the camera, off the stream. Dirtbag and Mr. Golden Tee went, I think, 4 extra holes before Dirtbag upset Mr. Golden Tee.
Wow.
And Mr. Golden Tee, Larry Foster, 4th place, 1997 Golden Tee National Championship, 2nd place in 2000, lost to Steve Sobey.
Oh, that's
Little
right.
known
Yeah.
facts.
Oh, so Larry Foster is here. He's in the building.
Larry Foster is here. You can't miss him. He's about 6'50".
Okay.
And he's probably every bit of 275. Hard to miss him.
All right.
Beautiful blue eyes. Beautiful eyes.
I'm going to try to get lost in those eyes here in a little bit.
Yeah, you might. Be careful. Okay. So Hugh is on hole 9. This plays a little longer than you expect. In a sense that you got to cut down the shot.
You got the super backspin going.
That's right. And so that's safe. Ryan's going to try to make a chip, and it's just not happening.
That's iPad factor right there.
Completely.
So when you chip, you got the chipper. But for people that are just starting to play the game, that might not want to spend the money or don't have the chipper, what would you recommend? For me personally, I'm just using a wedge of some sort and looking at the percentages and doing the best I can to try to get it down. Maybe go like 20% with a pitching wedge. If I'm 15 yards out, what would you recommend?
I think the chipper is for a new player. Take the chipper, buy it, and take it to the campaign mode and just practice chipping.
Okay.
Because it saves so many strokes. It is a crazy club to save strokes. I mean, it really is. What I do, and a lot of players will do, if it's a left 2, you'll click right 2 times and kind of do that math where if it's a 27-yard shot, you've got it's a 54-yard chipper, maybe hit it 75%, 60% of that, and it one hops in the hole. but you've got to line it up right. But it's a little bit of a forgiving club. You don't have to hit it literally perfectly straight every time.
Gotcha.
But
so the hole's a little
club.
Technically, so kind of, the hole's a little bit bigger kind of with that club is what you're saying.
100%, yeah.
And what's interesting, for guys like me that, and even you back in the day when you played arcade side, you've been off the green enough to where you can use those low irons and you can chip in, and it was almost like putting.
That's exactly right.
So,
yeah.
so having a club in your bag that you're able to treat as a putter, even though you're chipping with it, is really key. So,
right.
so you've got so Mr. Jasshole is starting off in the back nine.
He is, and Ryan finished. So Ryan's kind of cut that deficit down after a really horrendous start.
Yeah, having 3 pars in the first 4 holes and only being down by 3 is big. That's wet. That's a rough start there for Mr. Jasshole.
Somebody needs to tell him to take that off quick shot so we can try to keep pace. I mean, I think we're getting ready to ask Justin to take off the quick shot and at least stay on a similar hole. Oh, Ryan.
Is this
going to be okay?
It's going. It's a little short.
Yeah. So we have a chip off. Justin misses. Justin plays out of North Carolina. Of course, Ryan lives in just south of Cincinnati, but he is in Kentucky, just across the Ohio River.
Why is it called the Ohio River and not the Kentucky River?
I mean, Kentuckians aren't the smartest of people.
Shout out to those that are watching out of Kentucky.
So Ohio probably outsmarted them to name that river. That's my guess. I'm not positive.
Not a bad guess. I know you know people, so it wouldn't surprise me. This is interesting one hole 11 here. You got that huge elevation change for a huge asshole here. And it would be really interesting. So he's not using a different ball to cut that 10 wind.
Yeah, he's going straight with the sniper. He's going to let that sucker come in.
It's going to be, wow, that's a beautiful shot there. Just avoiding that wall, but obviously he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's still playing in fast speed.
So there's a birdie for Ryan. 2 birdies after the first 2. Now he is 3
still got to make up 3 strokes. Yeah, he's still got to make up 3.
And they're kind of playing at similar styles right now, right? I mean, they're like you mentioned before, Chad. They're both learning the iPad. Not that they're learning it, they have to play on it right now. But you can see they're having fun.
I mean,
they're just laughing, having a good time.
So another spoiler, a little behind the curtains. Huge asshole, Anno Henry, myself, several others, Paco. We're staying at an Airbnb here in town, so they become friends.
Yeah, Ryan had mentioned that before he signed off that he was staying with 8 mobile guys that he just recently, and a great shot there for Hugh.
That was a really nice shot. So I don't think Ryan's got nearly enough. Matter of fact, I know Ryan doesn't have nearly enough wind taken out. This is going to be well left. If he shoots this is well left.
Now, he's pulling back just a tiny bit left of the B. He needs to pull back in between the A and the B to cut that 13 wind. Right?
Or he needs to move over to the right and just hit a straight
offset,
shot.
Yeah, for sure.
This is well left.
And there it goes.
That is well left.
However, Chad,
all right, let's see him make a putt.
He hit it short enough to where he's got a chance to still make an eagle.
He does. I mean,
but you can see the second that ball got in the air, that 13 wind started moving it.
Let's see if he can drain a putt. Just a little
just
high.
Right.
He's frustrated, but honestly, it is a tough transition. I am on my 4th week of going from phone to iPad, and I mean Riley's made the switch quickly. Like, you can't even tell the difference. I mean, maybe I suck, but it is taking me several weeks to
we
get
know
better. That's
not the case, Jad. But so for you personally, being at the level that you are with Golden Team, there's a short shot right there. What kind of stroke difference could you say as far as the learning curve going from it? Are you talking about 1 stroke every 9?
Well, I was oh boy, huge asshole with another. So if Ryan, I'll get to this. This is a big shot. Ryan has a legit shot to get back in this match right now. Down 3. Hole 13, and this, he's not got enough club. iPad or not, this is not, he needs to probably go to a high loft driver. Yeah, this is not getting there.
And this chip right there, so we're looking at a par or bogey for Huge Asshole.
Ryan's
a bogey.
If Ryan hits this, he's going wet. Now, I hope I'm wrong.
Do you want me to go flag him down? Or,
no, I mean, we can't do that. But he needs a high loft driver at a minimum here, and there's a chance a high loft driver, I think, maybe doesn't get there. I hope I'm wrong. I want you to tell me how dumb I am.
You hit it 100%. Yeah, that's way short. That's not getting.
Yeah, that was never. That has nothing to do with iPad. That's just. I know Ryan was trying to get his game in shape for the cabinet scene for this week.
Right.
And has kind of neglected a little bit the arcade side.
And it's interesting.
I mean, on the mobile side, rather.
It's interesting you bring that up because when I was watching the World Championships and when you were calling that, it was obvious who had spent the time to practice before. And you had talked about that. And you had talked about that with Gino on his podcast about how guys like former world, Golden Tee Arcade world champion Evan Gossett, he just wasn't playing. And he just, it was just, you don't just. It's not just like riding a bike like it is with Golden Tee Arcade. You can't walk up to the machine and play the game like you're used to with mobile. You gotta keep with it, be persistent, and continue to play to kind of keep in that rhythm. That's a great shot. Oh, they're gonna. That's
probably the best shot he has hit.
15,000 shotties maybe he's gonna get.
That's a good ball.
8,000. Okay.
That's a good ball.
Good shot.
Huge Assholes just hit a really nice shot too. Huge Assholes. Justin's shots, the problem are not the longer shot. It's that.
Oh, wow.
It's the putting and the chipping.
Wow.
The iPad's really getting him right now.
And something like that carries over to the next hole. This par 5 on Pine Coast, not the easiest eagle to get, right? Now,
he hit a beautiful shot in. I mean, that was a gimme putt. Honestly, that's even with an iPad, he should make that putt.
Yes.
But you could tell he's overthinking it right now.
They got a 14 wind here going out to about, what's that? 11 o'clock. Okay, he's going to cut that.
He's going to hit a javelin here. Yeah. He should. He should go right a little bit and let that. Oh, well.
So you're looking at the scores here, and you're going to see.
He's not pulling back straight either. Look at that. He's cutting that left.
But he's going 180. Right. That's a pretty good shot for Ryan there. So on the left side, you're going to see Ryan's got a chance to be up 1 on the back 9, down big. 2 overall. That's a huge putt for Ryan right there.
It's big.
Now, Huge Asshole here needs to make sure he gets on the green, right? I mean, or at least he needs a birdie here.
On mobile, this is a funny hole. On cabinet, this wasn't really that. It wasn't that hard.
Right. Yeah,
on mobile, this is a hard hole.
Because you need the power and you have no backspin, right?
Yeah. So this is
long.
This is going to be in that trap, right? Or is it going to stay?
It's
long.
It's
down a little bit. He'll have a chip at it.
But the way he's been
chipping. If I'm Ryan,
Jed.
I'm hitting a jab. No, you don't want to hit a jab. That's not going to get there either. That's left.
Almost though. It's still. I mean, but that's how close this game is. Every percentage point really matters.
That's right.
And that might. Oh wow.
That's a pretty good shot by Justin.
They're gonna have a birdie unless Ryan puts this one in, right?
So, I mean, he's more than capable if you just concentrate and figure out how to get this up and in. I'd hit this about 50%. 50% javelin, and this has a chance to go in.
And now here for Huge Asshole.
So let's see if
pretty simple look.
Back to 50.
But pretty simple look here, right on 17 a pine for Hugh.
Yeah, this is a good look.
And then just so you guys know, when this match concludes, I'm going to take a little bit of break. Paco is going to be joining, gracing Chad with his presence. So make sure you stay on. That is right at the hole.
Oh, that's
Look
pretty.
at that. Beautiful shot there for Huge Asshole.
That's too much, Ryan, probably. This is like 50, 51%, I think. Somewhere in there. You got to play that left 5. If you don't play the left 5.
So close.
Got to play the left 5.
So
that's a good chip.
So the only chance that Ryan O'Henry here has is for Hugh Jasshole to get wet, right? I mean.
And look at this shot. I mean, he's hitting. I mean, I love watching Justin play because he's a freak of nature in the shots he tries to hit. But so he's hitting an O-bird.
Oh, hit the tree. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Where is that ball going, Chad? Where can he find that?
What a huge asshole.
Is that playable from there? It's still moving. What's going to happen?
Oh, it is playable.
And he can play a Ranger here, can't?
So that's a huge break, right?
Yeah, he can hit a Ranger, or he's going to hit the super back.
Oh, he needs to go. I mean, doesn't he need to club up? What is happening? Bernsey, what is happening?
Is he going to get to the green?
I don't know.
The 14
I just know I'm kind of a wimp. I would have probably hit a 3.
Oh my goodness! And he lands the green with the sniper.
That is ridiculous.
Oh my God!
That is ridiculous.
Huge asshole with the win.
That
is
my goodness. Ridiculous. So that's what I'm talking about. Justin hits that shot versus a 3-wood to make sure he gets on the green, lands it short, lets it bounce up, and basically smothers the hole for a birdie to clinch this thing. So.
He's got a Christmas tree of a scorecard there in the back 9 with that red number, but yeah, congratulations to Hugh Jasshole for moving on, and Ryan Sparks. The road is not coming to an end for him.
Oh boy.
He's I think the good thing for him right now is he's got this game on the iPad in the bag. Like he understands a little bit better. Hugh's going to help him out with this shot. He's going to give him some tips.
Bernsey, would you agree that this match has been a bit of a shit show?
I don't know if you can say that on the air or not, but
well, I mean it's PG-13.
Okay.
We're past 10 o'clock.
So shit show maybe. A little bit of back and forth, but entertaining nonetheless. And it's been a lot of fun doing this. I look forward to doing, more mobile stuff and being a part. And maybe when I get all the right clubs and balls, I'll have an opportunity to compete with the best of the best. And there's Ryan standing up. I don't know if they've already shaken hands or not. I think he already knows. But appreciate you guys. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Paco is going to be joining Mr. Chad Schrump, and then I believe I will be back later on. So thanks all for listening, and I'll catch you later.
Okay, so we have who's next? I know Paco's coming up here. Walter Flores. I call him Wally. Call him Paco. He's a native of Peru, lives in Chicago, one of the nicest guys you've met in your entire life. He can't hear any of this right now, so I just want everyone to know what you're getting ready to deal with. I just want to get my words out now because I may not be able to speak again once this man gets on the microphone. Here he is.
Chad, my friend, long time to see you. What a great weekend, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's here. Let's hold on still. Let me now talk.
You hear me now?
Are we good?
Are we live?
Who's your ride back? I'm going to drive you back tonight. So let's do a good job on this match. We've got Larry Foster.
Yes.
And Ryan Sparks, where this is the loser's bracket. It's got such a negative connotation, but it is a loser's bracket. Are you still alive?
I am not alive. Ryan Angel shot great on Tundra, and credit to him. He moves on, and I'm here with you now. Looking forward for this for a long time.
Yeah, here we are. Tell me a little about yourself. I just kind of, as you were getting ready to get up here, I told them that you're from Peru.
I am.
Moved to Chicago at a young age, Illinois at a young age, and what do you want to say about yourself?
Just happy to be here and learn from you guys. Moved to Chicago at a young age, 16. Met my wife there, went to school, did basically my whole life right there too. So, happy to be there, happy to come here and meet all of you guys. I'm a big fan of Golden Tee. Chad, you remember when the game came out in the late 90s?
Yeah.
I think it absolutely hooked all of us in there.
Right.
So, we're looking forward for a great game to call and looking forward for your lead and doing this together.
Are you still a male model? Are you still doing that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. I
mean, you're out of your prime, but yeah, at one point he was an underwear model in the Sears catalog.
Sears Tower.
Yeah, that's right. So, and again, we've got a good one. Larry Foster, former world qualifier in the 2020 World Championship in Vegas. And honestly, Larry has done a heck of a job today in trying to help organize this mobile event, because the cabinet side, I think we're, 177 strong, and the qualifier went what seemed like forever. And there was, I'm not going to say that there was frustration. There was for the mobile guys. It's just trying to figure out, where is our spot? Where do we fit in? And Larry's saying, hey, calm down.
I got you.
I've got you. Let me do some work. And he did. I mean, he calmed people down, got some tables together. He's worked with Andy Coleman. They really did a good job in kind of ironing things out. And here we are. Larry probably deserves some accolades like we're giving him now for kind of getting this thing back on track.
And what a great guy for the game in general, Larry Foster. What a great advocate for the game, mentoring new players, always willing to help. Larry Foster is one of the good guys in the game, Chad. I think especially mobile, or just in general.
Yep, he is. He's a good man. And
Is he going for a stinger in here? What do you think he's doing?
He's hitting it short.
Okay.
And he shakes his head because he knows that wasn't the greatest shot in the world. Now, I am curious at how Ryan Sparks, oh, goodness, we have a Ranger putt. If my good friend Brian Muxlow is watching, Ranger putt in the hole.
Putt.
If you're playing at home and you're in trouble and you're off the green and you're trying to think, man, what am I going to do here? Ranger putt.
Or you can do the sniper chipper like our friend Sam Hines does.
I think that is a bad idea for a new player to try to emulate the great Sam Hines, eat a duck,
Great
duck
ducky.
rubber.
Yes.
So let's see if Ryan can play a little better. He birdies one.
Yeah.
Ryan had some issues on the iPad. You know, Paco, you know it's tough.
Oh, nerves are real. Nerves are real.
Nerves are very real, and
I wasn't going to get a ride home if I beat you.
I did tell you that. I said you couldn't ride home with me if you want. But you just went through the iPad recently. You're still kind of back and forth.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely a hard adjustment, as we spoke this weekend, especially the putting part.
Yeah, that's hard.
When you turn or when you count clicks, it's a bigger screen. It's harder to adjust. But it's just repetition. And what did you tell me last?
Look at that!
Oh, nice,
Mr. Golden Tee.
Time is your friend, right?
Time is your friend. And that's what we tell people that have had too much to drink. Listen, go to sleep. Time's your friend.
Time is your friend.
Time is not Ryan Sparks' friend. He cannot let Larry keep holing out on him and not answering. So we're only 2 holes in, though. That is a decent shot for Ryan. I know it's right. It wasn't the worst line I've seen him hit today.
Yes.
And he will birdie, but he will be down 1 stroke to Larry Foster, Mr. Golden Tee, as Larry holds out hole number 2.
Yes. What a great start. What a great start for Larry. See what he does right now. He's going for a sniper, actually. It's a downhill, Chad. You know elevation can play tricks on your mind right here. You're going down 3, but that's a really tough green to land, as you know.
I don't like hitting a sniper. I love hitting a javelin here.
Yeah.
And just I like letting gravity do a little bit of the work for me, land that just barely on the green and let it run out, because it runs a long way.
Yeah.
Both players are going to go with the sniper, and that's fine. I think Ryan's going to be well left again.
Don't you think?
No, look at it. He did put a cut on the ball.
Yeah.
That was a good shot.
And don't you think it's like a little bit more of a secure shot, doing it with the sniper? You know you're going to have a putt, and you take your medicine and you move on to the next hole.
Right. And both hit great shots. Don't get me wrong. I just think the opportunity to hole a shot. A sniper is a hole-out ball. Don't get me wrong. People that think that a sniper can't be a good hole-out baller, quite frankly, don't understand the game very well. But in that instance, when you're coming down, essentially straight down to the green, that ball is so elevated it's going to reach its apex and come straight down.
Yeah.
And you have to land in the hole to make it.
You have to.
But I think with a javelin, you can kind of throw that thing in there and have a chance for it to roll in. I mean, maybe both shots are really tough, but
yeah,
I don't know. I just think you have a better chance to hold that particular shot with a javelin. But in another sense, I mean, maybe the guys are hitting a sniper because they just don't want to take a chance on that thing running long, and you've got a little bit of a chip, and that's tough to make with these nerves, right?
Absolutely. We have Ryan here shooting from the snow. I think he's putting up. He's not doing a Ranger. See what he's doing. Once I get an extra roll at that.
Is that a Ranger?
No, he's not.
Or a streak?
I think he.
I think that's a Ranger.
That's a Ranger?
Yeah, that's a Ranger.
Okay, perfect.
That's
Ooh,
a
look
really
at
good.
that.
That was a good shot
He
by
played
Ryan.
that real great.
That was money. Make a putt, Ryan, and get out of town. Nice.
Nice.
So, his second game on an iPad, and he looks like he's settling in. Only down one stroke. Larry with a javelin will probably want this to land just barely on the green. Ooh, short. So here is, let's test some nerve. Now he's going to Ranger
He's
putt
going to
this.
Ranger putt
Yeah,
it too. Yep.
Oh boy. Oh good. Good. Let's see a range. Let's see a chip.
See, what would you do here, Chad? Would you putt it? Would you chip it? What would you do?
I would probably Ranger putt that.
Okay.
Oh, Ryan, did he go naked ball there instead of Maniacs?
I think he's looking for the bounce.
Nice chip by Larry. Oh, look at this. Look at
Yeah.
what kind of black magic has Ryan Sparks conjured? What the?
Look at
Paco, I just learned a shot
He looked
from
at-
Ryan Sparks.
And his putt looks great. That's awesome.
What was that, Ryan Sparks? That was a nasty shot.
He's giving you a sign that he has no idea what he did.
So I mean, I have a feeling Larry's going to Maniacs this, right? I mean, don't people Maniacs this shot?
Yeah. And we know a friend.
Am I the only idiot that
no,
Maniacs is this every time,
every
regardless?
time. I mean, unless you're Josh Carlton, and you want to go driver with
Orbits?
with an orbits on the back in there.
Larry is going to go what? Ryan has a chance to actually. Oh, Ryan.
Okay.
That's not too great. So Larry will Maniacs this, throws it around.
And Ryan will
That's
definitely
gonna
use a
kick
Ranger
left.
in there, Chad.
That's going to kick left. And so Ryan has a chance to get a stroke back here. But this is a huge shot for Mr. Sparks. O. Henry. He named the name of O. Henry is
His son,
from
right?
his son.
Yeah. And that's why people
Henry's
love
his
hearing.
11 or 12-year-old, I think.
People love listening to you, Chad. The knowledge you have about the players, about the game, it's very hard to compare.
Well, I mean, I've known Ryan a
And
long
the
time.
looks really help you a lot too, my friend.
Well, I look better in '98. Oh, we got some friends showing us their love.
We have a lot of
Hi,
audience
fellas. Let's see if this is a big shot for Larry. Oh, Ryan's going to leave himself a chip. Now, can Larry make this eagle on a hole that Ryan eagle with a naked ball? That looks long. It is. So Larry was shaking his head, but that was always going to be a tough shot. The mistake on that shot. Oh, what's Ryan doing here? Sneaks in the putt. So we are tied. But
Ryan's going naked again.
no, certainly he's not, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He sure is. That's okay.
Yeah.
So it was a mistake off the tee. It's going to cost him. So the stroke he just gained, he's probably going to lose. I can't see Larry parring this hole. It's a pretty easy hole. Now the pin is cut in an extreme location, far right.
Yes.
And if you're trying to get greedy, you do have a chance to make a mistake. Now, big shot for Ryan. Another downhill shot. He's hit it that long, and is it going to come back much? Not really. So he's going to have a tester of a putt, probably 50-footer, 54-footer.
And as you know, that's one of the hardest parts to do in the iPad is the putting.
Yes.
I mean, you can see that right there. He misjudged the right three.
Oh, I mean, badly.
And that was a mid-swipe. And Chad, as you know, any little mid-swipe on the iPad or any on the phone is just going to alternate your shot so much.
Yeah, see, I mean, Ryan was right in this match. Now, this is just all about experience. I mean, if Larry doesn't, I would be shocked going into this thing if Larry wasn't going to beat Ryan. Just because of the experience factor and the fact that Larry's one of the better players in the world.
Yes.
And Larry does the same mistake
He's
that
going
Ryan
to
did.
have a very similar shot as
Now,
Sparky
I'm going to
had.
tell you now that Larry's going to make this chip. Larry is an iPad player. This is the way you see Larry playing right now is the way Larry plays.
Yep.
You're seeing him hunched over that machine right now. That is how he has his set up at home, except he sits in a recliner. That's the only difference.
Ryan going with the shot here, hoping to clear the mountain, which he will. Will that come back?
Just dead end for Larry.
Yeah.
Money.
Now you can
Ryan's
see that
got another chip, and this is just where Ryan can't be. You cannot be chipping from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 yards.
Boom!
Boom!
Nice.
That was very nice.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
He made that. We'll stop right there.
Twilight at Agave Ranch. All right.
Yes, sir.
If anyone's ever seen that clip, the man I'm sitting to right now is the man that made that shot, Walter Flores. Did I say it right?
You were practicing all afternoon how to
I
say the
was.
last name.
Flores. No, I just messed it up.
No, you're
Flores.
fine. You're fine.
Say it.
Flores.
See, I can't do that. I can't do that R thing.
You got it.
So another chip for Ryan Sparks. He's left himself in Chipville. I mean, he is in Chipville, USA, every hole. And that's really not a place that, if you're learning this iPad, that you can be.
Yeah. You want to get in the green. You want to give yourself the opportunity to make a shot, and chipping.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, nice. Came back nice. Not as much as he wanted to.
No, that's, yeah. Let's just get out of here with a, what's this, birdie.
Chad, I'll tell you, I am looking forward to watch a lot more of these top players as the bracket keeps developing, and we can start seeing some awesome matchups here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great comment, because as this field kind of, I don't know, as it kind of narrows itself and goes to, thins itself out, so to speak, where you've got maybe, it sounds bad when you say the cream of the crop. There's only 16 players here, but as you get towards a finish and the better players, I think you'll see a higher level of play.
Yes.
Guys that have played on the iPads a little bit more, and you'll see some more high-quality shots, if you will. And I don't mean for that to sound bad.
No.
But it's just, it's the facts.
Yep, it's the truth.
Just the facts. We're here to report the facts as we start the back nine here on Tundra. Ryan will start the back. I think he shot 9 under on the front. Larry Foster is 11 under with an eagle hole to go.
Yeah, let's hope.
So Larry's most likely looking at a 4-stroke advantage going into.
And we're hoping that this sniper lands anywhere closer to the hole. The 12 off.
I think it's going to be short, but he should be fine with a chip. Yeah, it's going to be short. I think he's got to know, based on Ryan's reactions, they're sitting right across from each other. He should be up several strokes. Now, will Larry hit a Ranger here or go naked? What's the plan? He's going to go jab.
Yep.
A lot of guys like the jab, especially from an elevated position, even if it's just a few feet up. Money. So Larry's playing well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Larry's playing well.
He's on his own. And you wouldn't expect anything less from Larry. He's a very consistent player.
Larry's been doing this since 1997.
Yep.
Off and on. He played until 4 in 2002, I think. 2001, 2002. And then he resurrected his game when mobile came aboard here a couple of years ago and made nationals in his first attempt. So Larry is back in business. Larry Foster, we've talked about it ad nauseum most likely. I mean, you know the story. He finished 4th in the nationals in 97 and 2nd in 2000.
Yeah.
Lost to one. In 2000, he lost to one of the Golden Tee's Mount Rushmore members, Stephen Sobey of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Lost in the finals. There's no shame in losing to Stephen Sobey, one of the best players that's ever spun a track ball.
Wow.
So we take off here on the back nine. 4-stroke lead for Mr. Larry Foster.
Ryan hit his first shot. Nice on the driveway there. And what is he going to do? He's going for the stinker there. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
And I'm not sure what has happened to me relative to Golden Tee events.
I know where you're going with this, and I agree.
I go to Vegas, I get a cold.
Come to Nashville.
I come to Nashville, I get a cold. I'm planning on going to Dallas.
Will you have a cold
in December, and I'm pretty sure I will have a cold.
Okay.
Because I was staying with several friends that have children and are very close to their elderly parents, I did get COVID tested before I came here. I didn't want to pass that on to anyone.
Yeah.
And I
You-
did
you're
not have.
negative,
I
yep.
do not have COVID. So, anyway, just a little cold. Oh, look here. Okay, so here is the influence of Eat a Duck. Larry Foster is going for the Eat a Duck shot. Now, Eat a Duck might hit a 1 iron here instead of the 3 because the wind will affect it less. Ryan Sparks is losing it on the other screen.
And Chad,
But let's see what Larry can make this.
I
puck
cannot
up.
wait to see this.
This is an Eat a Duck special. This is the Stinger Sniper 2D. It was a good effort.
Oh,
It was a good effort.
just missed it.
Sam Hines is smiling at home thinking, hey, Larry, I appreciate you trying that shot, but I would have hit the 1 iron. Ryan Sparks, I think, 3 or 4 putted just now. This thing is pretty much all over but the crying.
Yeah.
We can just see what Larry is going to do to this course.
And you can see how Larry approaches every single hole, Chad. I mean, he goes and looks at it. He does a flyby. He decides in his head what he's going to hit. And if you're a new player in the game, you can just see how Larry adjusts his swing, his backswing, to make sure that that arrow is lined up completely in the middle. I mean, you'll see it right now. He actually does it a couple times, and you'll see it just to ensure that the shot is going straight or where he wants it at least. They're
Larry takes
known
this
as a
serious.
slurve.
Yeah, the Larry slurve. Larry's taking this very seriously, like you should. Let's do some. Let's do some shout outs. Jordan Scott, hi buddy. Quentin from Nebraska, haven't talked to you forever. Hope you're doing well. Greg Kinsler, that's my guy. Matt Shulkin.
Hey, Shulkin. Great, thank you for the
Shulkin
comment.
watching. Brian
Hansen.
Muxlow, Chris
Chubby.
Hampstead, Matt Hansen's on board, and it's a damn shame. Chris Hampstead
Yes.
from Pensacola, Florida, wanted to be here. Matter of fact, was going to be in our Airbnb and play in the mobile tournament. And quite frankly, he's a hell of a player.
Yes, he is.
And his wife, Ashley,
Yes.
got COVID a few days ago, so he couldn't make the trip. And she seems to be doing better, which is what's really important about all this. But we do miss Chris.
It was nice meeting the guys in Vegas, huh, Chad? Including some of the wives, too. We got to meet Chris and Ashley and a whole bunch of guys in there, too. We're definitely looking forward to next time.
Yeah, we really miss Chris. Wish he could have made it here. Not sure if these chairs would have been low enough to the ground for him, but anyway, we'll figure that out. Josh Carlson is watching the stream as he's also here, kind of commenting.
They're loving our commentators over here, huh?
Well, why wouldn't they? I mean, you're
Are they loving
anything with Walter Flores.
the knowledge and the accent? How is that?
They're both solid.
Perfect. We have Mark Duchesne
Ooh,
right
Henry.
next to us, too, watching with us. One of the top players in the world.
I'm not happy with him right now. He just beat me on Thunder. Actually, I feel like I beat myself. But he shot very well in the back.
Yes, he did. We're getting a lot of love in here. Chad and Paco with the little blowing kiss and a hug here from Chris. Thank you, Chris. Oh, look at Matt. That's very nice. Matt Shulkin from Boston. Yes, Chad?
I think he is. I think he lives in Massachusetts. For
Massachusetts, yes. Very, very supportive of the game. New player, he's getting fast real quick. Jesus is there too, another great player.
Sure. Oh, look at this putt. Oh, look at this putt for
Wow.
Ryan Sparks.
Wow.
That's a highlight of his tournament. That was a beautiful eagle. That's a putt that he has no business making on his first day on an iPad. But, you know, quite frankly, he needed a putt like that.
I guess people are asking for an iPad, or not an iPad,
Are we
podcast.
looking for
Sponsors, maybe?
yeah. Is that Paulie Walnuts? Paulie
Yes.
Terrace? I don't
Paulie
know how to say
Walnuts.
that.
He's a purple player, great guy. He actually came to Vegas too with us.
Did
Got
he?
to meet him. Yep.
I don't think did I meet him?
Well, you were in the booth.
Yeah, I
all
don't know
day.
that I met him. So what's the score? I don't think it could be too good. I saw Ryan putt off the mountain 4 or 5 times. Okay, there. Oh, I've got flashbacks. Hole 14. This is where I made a par against Mark Duchesne.
Chad,
Not
tell
great.
the people a little bit about how Larry is approaching this back nine. Remember, he really did not. He was not a big fan of the back nine Tundra at one point. Do you remember that?
I do remember because on Discord, we actually
Yes,
took
we did.
Larry through a. Did Ryan just quit? Or he's starting in the game over. I think he's got a lag. So Larry Foster, as good as he is, he just absolutely hated Tundra back nine. Just really had a hard time with it. And I remember several of us took Larry through the back nine and just
Campaigning it.
just campaigned the back nine, mulligan after mulligan after mulligan after mulligan. And if you don't know what Discord is, it's a I don't know, what is it?
Platform. It's a digital platform, a gamer platform. I mean, I'm sure kids know
Yeah,
about it. My
I
kids
need
know about it.
I need Joel on here right now to tell us what it's all about.
Or
Oh,
my
look at-
kid.
But anyway, you could essentially watch Larry's screen, what he was doing, and talk to him in real time and say, Larry, no, that shot's not going to work. Do this, do that. And anyway, he really got where he was a little more comfortable with Tundra, and now he says he doesn't hate it like he used to. So,
Yeah.
but that was a big night. That was a fun night. We had a good time doing that.
Yes. Hey, chat shout out to Jason Smith. No dose is saying
No Dawes?
no doubts.
No
Great
Dawes.
commentary, boys.
Shout out from KL. Called him No Dawes. I love it. That's the man.
How about Ian? What a nice guy too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Salt of the earth. Yep. Yep.
Golf pro from Michigan. Very helpful. Very good at the game too.
Who? Oh, Ian's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Uper.
guy.
Uper.
That's the Uper. Ian Hughes. I was in season 2 of Golden Tee Mobile, the league. Did you guys know that's a player-run league? If you haven't signed up, please do so. Season 8 just around the corner, probably in 3 or 4 weeks. We are in season 7 right now. Met Uper, Ian Hughes. Season 2, I went from gold to silver. I was relegated. And I honestly feel like I've made a legitimate, real friend in Ian Hughes. So I can't wait to actually meet him.
One of the funniest guys you'll get to meet.
He is the king of gifts.
He is.
He's the king
He
of
sure
gifts.
is, yes.
Yeah, met him and you know, what will be a lifelong friend in Micah Middleton.
Oh, another great guy right there.
I met him. I met Adam Hurdle that season, Justin Ward. I mean, it was just a fantastic season for me personally, meeting some great freaking guys, just some great guys. So,
Definitely.
anyway. Yes, Chris Hampstead, a mainstay, was relegated. So, yes, it can happen. And it's going to happen again this season at Chad Schrupp. So, I did transition to the iPad.
About 3 weeks ago, Chad?
4 weeks ago, probably, in the middle of the Gold Season 7. I am currently in third to last place. I will be in silver next season, I'm certain. And that's okay. It's okay. If you're going to play in live events like this, which it's such a great time going across the country, meeting players.
Absolutely.
It's done on an iPad. If you want to compete and you want to try to win a tournament, you have to do it on the iPad. So at some point, you have to transition. You've got to put the phone away and just say, I'm going to learn this game on this iPad. So it's not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, it's not as hard as curing cancer, but it's not easy.
It's not easy. Yep. Especially if you're comfortable with the phone.
Oh, boy, is this too far right or perfect?
He got it.
Okay, he's fine. I think you probably want to. What are you wanting to hear,
But you
Paco?
look at his face right now.
Ranger?
He's so relieved. Yeah, I definitely would hit Ranger and probably a high loft driver. Hoping that would.
So
puts me somewhere
Ranger
in the green.
310. What do you think?
I think he makes it. I think he makes the green.
Well, this is the hole that when we campaigned that night on Discord, this was the hole that he really sucked at.
And
What
this-
did he learn? What did he learn?
And ooh, come on, get up there.
What did he learn?
Oh,
Come on, baby.
there you go. Hey, exactly like we're talking about
All
Chad.
right, let's see him make a chip.
He wants to give himself a shot to make this chip.
I mean, he's just playing himself at this point.
And this is
Right.
also the hole that your friend Matt Hansen hit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was a. We put a video out with Matt Hansen shot here.
Yes, sir.
You can find that on the Golden Tee Mobile page on Facebook. Just look for.
I feel like everyone is.
Oh, good try.
Everyone is going to go and look at all those videos that we're talking about after this.
Well, I think the
podcast.
people that are watching at this point have already seen the videos, I'm guessing. Larry Foster playing essentially Larry Foster. Ryan did not have the. Oh, no. Hey, so this is a shot here. I don't know if you guys think like this, but this is one I like to tee up high, and throw this a little bit right and let it kick back towards the hole off the fence. This is one you can make with a kick. Let's see if Larry elects to do that, or if he wants to try to. Oh, Larry's going to try to run that in. I just don't know why you would do that. I don't. Larry's too smart of a player to do that. Just hit that thing. Just hit that thing all the way to the back and let it kick off that fence.
That's exactly how a lot of people do it. I actually hit a similar shot last time when I went to the ice on the right-hand side, and then the ball bounced nice and gave me a nice putt in the green.
Yeah, I don't understand. Jason Edwards out there watching from Arizona. Hope you're doing well. Now, Weimer's Handyman Service is also watching on YouTube, and I've seen him comment on videos. I just want to say to him, hey, I appreciate your comments you've made in the past. I like that you watch the Golden Tee Mobile videos. I've seen you. Don't know who you are, but I have seen you. I appreciate you, man. So, what's up? Anybody else? We got Gino on here. What's up, Chris Longino?
Gino's there, yeah.
There was not a bonfire last night, brother, but we did have beers on the back patio. We had we got $150 worth of pizza. I will tell you that.
It did not take 20 minutes.
Anybody else on there before we kick out?
Hey, look at that, Barrett.
Barrett Detterman.
Hey,
He's
Barrett.
watching a former world qualifier.
Salute, Barrett.
Finished 4th or 5th last year in the championship. As Larry Foster rolls, and now he only shot 9 under on the back, but believe me when I tell you, that was more than enough.
And he knew he had a little cushion to work with.
Well, he had to have known.
Yeah.
He should know. But Larry demolishes Ryan,
You can see the
and he will move back on to the next spot in the loser's bracket. Now, I am not sure who is next. I'm sure we're going to play. I think we're going to probably play till 1 or 2 in the morning is my guess, because this thing started so late. So let's see here. What am I looking at right now? It is 10:30 here in Nashville. So I imagine we're going to go for a while.
Central Time.
Yeah, Central Time.
It is 10:30 back at home, too. I just talked to my kids. They're still up.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
Are they watching you?
They're watching me a little bit. I mean, they are on Discord. Not in Golden Tee. They're teenagers, so.
Give them a shout out. Talk to your kids.
Big shout out to my family right there back.
Your son just made the freshman the freshman
the
football
white team, yes.
The white team.
White and then red team. He made the white team.
Nice.
Shout out to my son Joshua Flores.
Yeah, he said he's big and aggressive and
Big
plays
and
hard.
aggressive, plays hard, and that's that's all you can ask for a
Right.
kid. You know?
Nice.
Big shout out to my family, my son Joshua, Jacob, Julia, and Jonah. A lot of exciting things coming for our family too. So
Cool.
just happy to share that with you guys here.
Yeah, nice, man.
Yeah.
So what we will have now is Schwa, and we will have also the bottominator. Is Jimbo? I'm pretty sure. I'm not certain. I think the Schwa, who, by the way, his name is Josh Simmons. He is one of the innovators of Golden Tee Mobile. He was the creator of Golden Tee Mobile, the league, and he is the one that came up with the relegation style similar to
EPL.
the English Premier Soccer League, right?
Yes.
So 20 players in a league. Say you got 20 players in the Gold League, which is the highest league currently with Golden Tee Mobile. The bottom 5 are relegated to silver. The top 5 in silver will go up. They are promoted and will go to the gold division. So they do that with, we've gone from 60 players in season 1. I think right now we have 150 players. So I think there's I should know this. I'm part of that council. But we have the Noonans, the Spacklers, the different
Web.
divisions. And then we go to the web, we go to the purple division, and then we get bronze, silver, and gold. And it's player run. We do it all. Tony Johnson, a big contributor, obviously. Joel Wilburn. Matt Calderone, Mark Duchesne.
Yourself too.
I like this.
Don't be humble.
I mean, I make unnecessary comments a lot. And I let the smarter guys in the room.
Well, let's just ask everyone
that,
listening
so.
right now to put in the comments here. Chad, I think you're a big drawing card here. Everyone loves you, and every time that you are in the microphone, people make the effort to listen to you. I think your videos have really made the community grow a lot and sparked a different interest than the world qualifying, especially this last few weeks. You must go through hours of production doing those things in there.
Yeah, I've had fun. I hope people have liked the last couple of weeks. Pretty sure Adam Kramer's been out of the office. He's, multiple roles, his big role with IT, and he's a college football writer as well. So I know he has things going on, and I think Kevin Lindsay was on vacation, so they asked me to kind of step up and fill in for a couple of weeks, and I enjoyed it. So hopefully everybody did too. I love the game. I've loved Golden Tees since probably 1998, and this has been my chance to get back into it, and we're back into it, right?
Shout out to one of your good friends right here, too, Kinsler.
Yeah, Kinsler. We said hi to him a little bit ago. So what we are going to do now, I am going to get off of here, and they are telling me that I have to go play. So I am in the losers bracket, and apparently they've gotten to me now.
Hey, good luck.
And
I'll get to call
we're
you
going to take a little bit of commercial, and I'm going to go play my match. So appreciate it.
Awesome.
Peace out.
Awesome. Here, welcome back here to Golden Tee. We have Chad stepping up here for a little bit, and Sparks.
Chad had to go to the bathroom.
Probably did.
So you got Ryan Sparks and you got Paco.
I have Ryan Sparks and Walter Flores. Now, can you roll your R's like Chad did? Flores. So we are, we're going to call the next match. Who do we have today, Ryan?
We have Josh Simmons and we have the bottomator,
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Awesome.
Good
awesome.
player. Good player. He is in bronze in Golden Tee Mobile the League.
Now, this is the winner's bracket, right?
This is the winner's bracket, yeah,
Awesome.
which I am not in.
Round. Yeah, this is the last round one match.
Okay.
And we are looking forward to call this game.
So this is the first time these guys have played.
This is the first time these guys have touched an iPad. So we will get to see how they do. You know, Sparks, tell us a little bit, how was your experience using an iPad for the first time?
It's different.
It's different. What do you think is the biggest adjustment?
So I play on my phone.
Yes.
Wally. So I call Walter Wally. Sorry.
You're good.
And I am very accustomed to just swiping up with my left hand and like not moving, because I don't have to move my hand to the middle of it. Playing on an iPad is a completely different game.
Yeah. And I think that repetition and I think practice, it really pays off. And you can see that. You will hopefully you get to see this later on.
Yep.
You know, how some of the top players and how consistent they are. A name comes in mind, Mark. You know, he's played so many holes, so many rounds. He does things right. So we have right now Pine Coast.
Pine Coast front nine.
Front nine.
Yep. So we're going to play 18 here.
We are going to play 18. Yep. So hole 2 for Josh Simmons. He went in, he changed his emoji. He changed his clothes, and he's ready to go. You can see that they're both very focused in here. Okay, can you guys hear me? There you go. Can you hear me now?
So
Awesome.
I don't know if these guys are iPhone players, if they're
No, they're
iPad players
they're
under normal
both
circumstances.
iPhone players, and Josh was telling me actually this morning that this will be the first time that he has touched the game.
So he's in for an iPad. So he's in for a little bit of a culture shock.
Yes.
So the first time I ever played an iPad, and you guys watched me play 2 matches, I'm not as bad as I was in those matches.
Yes. I wish you can make the screen a little bit bigger here so we can see the golfers a little bit better.
It's hard to see them. But so perfect. So Josh is on 3. Jimbo is on 2.
Perfect.
So Jimbo's he's gonna try to run a sniper in there, or a wind cutter in there.
Let's see what he does.
That 5-iron's not gonna get there, Paco.
No, he's not. And I think Josh is setting himself up for his next shot right now. He is definitely trying to cut the wind here. If you look at the left side here, Sparks.
Yep.
He's going to be set nicely for a second shot, which you're going uphill on the second shot here. Let's see what Jim does. He's even.
So I like this 4-iron a little better than that 5. So what are we looking here? 97%?
Yep.
96%?
Yeah, definitely. He's making sure
he's going to hit it 100.
Back straight. Yep. See what he does.
It's a different game when you're playing on an iPad. Like, just even pulling that back straight is, I never believed it until I lived it.
Tell us a little bit about your experience with Golden Tee. How are you involved with the game? I know everybody knows you're a big arcade player, and you were part of some of the tournaments this weekend here, Ryan.
Most of these guys listening to this probably know my story, but I've been playing Golden Tee since I went to my first tournament in 2001 out in Vegas at a place called the Ice House.
Nice.
And kind of fell in love with it, been doing it ever since. But Golden Tee Mobile has reignited kind of my love for the game.
Yeah.
And it's mainly because of the league. like
Yeah.
Golden Tee Mobile the league. I mean,
Yeah, I think. But look at this shot right here on the
Yeah.
left. Josh just missed it
Yeah.
right here.
I
He
can't say
is-
enough good things about the way they do that operation. So if you're interested in mobile,
Join the league, right?
join the league.
Join the
yeah.
league.
So 20, 30, $40, depending on your skill level. But
Sparks, you just missed it here on the left-hand side. Josh had a great shot. He got GSPs.
I did miss
Just
it.
missed the hole. On this shot, though, Brian, you see a lot of people on hole 4. They either are going to go to the island on the left-hand side, or they go to the little landing pad area right there.
Where Josh is going.
Where Josh is going. I would suggest a sniper. Yep, he is hitting a sniper.
It's
He's
long,
gonna
isn't it?
No, it's perfect. He's going to land right there. He's going to set himself up nicely for a second shot.
Yeah,
Now,
sure
would
is.
you put a Maniacs on the second shot? I mean, you
I
going
would
up in the
play that
elevation.
with a 3-wood with a wind cutter. That's me. But
See what he
because the
does.
wind cutter is not going to run out as far. And you just want to get it, you got to get over that front hill. Because if you hit into that front hill, it's going to die.
Absolutely.
So this hole on Cabinet, Paco, little peek behind the curtain, was drivable.
Really?
Not all the time, but some of the time, yeah. So you could hit a big old A1 on there and could get on the green.
All right, we have Jim here with hole 3. He has a uphill shot, second shot here.
That's a good look for Jimbo.
Yep.
He's got to put a
He's gotta put
a
something.
javelin on that though.
Yeah. There it is.
There you go. So he's
It's like,
got it.
It's like he heard us talking to him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, look at Josh right there, hitting the green. He's gonna leave himself a nice spot.
Yeah, Josh is going to eagle this hole. That's a good eagle.
That's a great eagle.
That's a good shot by Jim. He needs a little bit more, but manageable putt.
Yeah. Now, if you saw my game here, what I did is I hit a 4-wood orbits.
I
just
did
to
not see
bring-
your game.
Just to bring back the ball. Let's see what he does right here. If you are new to the game, you can definitely go through those trees with a 4-wood. You can go with the 1-iron.
So what do you think about a high tee 0-bird sniper?
See, myself, I wouldn't touch it. I would just leave it like that with no tee, and I would just put an orbits, hoping
Yeah.
that the ball would come back. You know, he's got a 7-mile-an-hour wind coming down, so he's
So
gonna
he
use
is
a
going to play a
sniper.
sniper here.
Yep.
I think that's the right play.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want it to. You never know with that orbits, it might bounce over. It's funny the physics of this game, but
Let's see.
I think that's the right play. He's gonna
That's a
be
beauty.
pin high.
That's a
Yep.
beauty. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. You called it here, Sparks. He is going to eagle this hole and move on. As you know, the 18 gets a little trickier.
So Jimbo's going to play a 4-iron into 4 here, and Josh played what did he play there? A 9-wood with a sniper. Yeah.
Jimbo just missed the green here, or the little launching pad area. So he's going to
So
try
Jimbo's
to do
going
something.
to have he's having his iPad adjustment,
Yes, I would definitely say that.
which I can relate to.
I mean, look at that little landing area that Josh has to land over there. Let's see what he does. Definitely put a sniper in there, hoping that the wind takes you and carries you to the right and you land in the little area. Let's see what's going on here. We have Ian.
Matt
checking
Shulkin
in,
is
checking
uncomfortable
in.
about something. That's all right.
Yes. You know, a lot of people underestimate.
This is a hard shot that Josh is looking at here. So he's trying to click out enough strokes to the left that he doesn't end up in the water or in the sand.
in the sand. And I was just going to tell you, Ryan, a lot of people underestimate or really don't play a lot of the flyby button in there, which gives you an idea, you know, where you want the ball to land.
He pushed that out to the right. That's
He
trouble,
did. Yeah,
Paco.
that is
That's
going
trouble.
that's not going to stick. That's in the drain.
So that was a missed swipe because he's not used to the iPad.
Correct. Correct. And let's see what Jimbo does here on the right-hand side. He is going to put a grabber. He's going to go high loft driver. Let's see. See how that works out for him. That's going to clear
It's a
the
good
streets.
shot.
It is going to
It's a
come
good
back
shot.
nice.
Oh, well.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah, very good. Points? No.
No points.
7 feet, 8 feet.
8 feet. So he eagled that. He needed that.
So Josh needs to settle down here. I'm looking at him, and he just looks like, I don't know about this. And I don't love the idea of hitting this with a wind cutter. I'd rather him hit it with a sniper, but he's better than me, so.
Let's see what he does. See what the outcome of this is.
Get down.
Stick, stay there, nicely
okay.
done. Yeah.
So he's going to tap in for bogey. Bogey's not ideal.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
But
all right, so Jimbo has the same shot right here, Ryan. Let's see what he does. Is he going to play the win? Will he put a sniper on?
so I'd like to see him move this about 3 or 4 clicks to the left and hit a sniper, but he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
He's short.
he is short. Yep, he is short. All right, so we move on to Josh here on the left-hand side. He's on hole 7.
Oh, and this can be made. Jim can make this. I mean, I do feel like he's playing it safe, though,
Yeah.
which he should have.
In the adjustment, playing and knowing that you have a lot of people watching you, it's a
It's hard.
completely
Yep.
different feeling. You just play in the stream just like I did too.
So are you an iPad guy?
I am
normally?
not. I am
Yeah.
not. Oh, look at that, Jim. Almost made that. I am not, but I was telling Chad that definitely will be practicing a lot more on the iPad
Yeah,
after this weekend.
that's the future.
That's a future. That's a future. And you know what? I am proud of him and Micah. As you know, 3-4 weeks ago, they said we're switching completely to
Not
iPad.
going to do it, yep.
And they stayed with it, and they're disciplined, and things are starting to pay off a little bit. Those scores are jumping up.
All right,
Two
so
great
what are we
players.
doing here?
Oh,
We,
look
whoa,
at that.
whoa, whoa,
Oh.
whoa, whoa.
No, he did not
No.
make that.
Hey,
Josh,
No
great
cussing.
shot. No cussing. No cussing.
Josh, good shot, man. That was, that is not
We're not.
an easy shot. So you saw that, it hit, it rolled out a little bit. It's
Got some
the shot
voice.
that Josh Simmons just hit cannot be understated. That
No,
was
no.
an amazing shot.
See what Jimbo does? He's going to the right side of the fairway, hoping that
Yeah,
he'll
I
have
mean,
a
the-
nice
the-
shot for the second.
The sniper is not a hole-out ball. So to get that close with it and almost make
It
it,
depends who you ask. If you ask Samuel Hines, he's going to tell you completely a different thing.
Samuel Hines is changing the game. But let's
Absolutely.
get back to what we're talking about here.
All right, let's do this. He is going to hear the fairway safe right there on the right-hand side, leading himself for a nice second shot. And Josh is measuring what he's going to do on the left, too. He's got to remember to put a ball in here before
So
he
this
shoots.
is an interesting shot. What is
He's got to change the ball, Jim. Jim, put a ball.
I don't like the use of a grabber here. I'd rather see him hit a sniper or
Nice.
a javelin. When you look at Jimbo's shot here,
Let's see what he does. Let's see how that ball lands. And no, that's going to stick nice.
it's going to stick very nicely.
Very nice.
That's why he's over there playing, and I'm here with you commentating.
Tony Johnson is another master user of the grabber, right? He loves using that grabber as an alternative ball to the sniper. It's a cheaper ball. You have a lot of them usually in your bag. And it stops very nice. It gives you a chance to put the putt in.
So Tony Johnson is I would call him a friend of mine,
Yes.
and he has told me multiple times, he's like, if you're not using the grabber, you're doing it wrong.
There you go. So I was right.
And
on.
he's the best in the world.
Absolutely.
So he is. He knows how to use those grabbers, knows how to make them sit right where you want them.
He has
which
figured
I
it
do
out.
not.
Yep. Look at the ball here going on the right. It's going to stick nice. Will it stay in the green? Oh, that's going to sit nice right there, leading Josh. A nice shot for him.
So Chris is in the chat.
Chris
And Chris, we hope that
Hampson.
Ashley is doing good. We miss you this weekend, buddy. We do. We miss you a lot. We've been talking about you, nothing but well wishes.
Yes. I'm reading here the comments of Greg Kessler.
Yeah, I see it.
He's a good friend of yours too. Sparks is actually a neighbor of mine. He lives like down the street from me, not too far away.
Greg Kinsler?
Yes, great.
Yeah. He's a good man. He's a good friend of mine, and
Team
all of
Yancey.
you guys are.
Team
but-
Yancey is in the house. Joel.
The fantasy football wizard. I believe that is Jordan Scott, who has qualified for world championships.
You know, it's nice to know that people are watching us from other continents too. I mean, Joel Ward watching us from Thailand right there.
Is he in Thailand?
He is right now. Joel
So-
Ward, tell us in the chat what
Hold
time
on,
is
hold
it
on,
in
just a
Thailand
second.
right
So Jimbo just missed a putt. So he's going to be 5 under. He's going to be playing catch up a little bit. What did Josh shoot on the front?
now? Let's see what he's doing right now. He's about to start in the back. I don't think he can start without Jimbo.
No, I don't think he can. Well, he can.
Perfect. We have a couple minutes here to keep
So
talking about.
let's talk about the chat a little bit. So we got Chris Hempstead in there. We got Greg Kinsler. We got Jordan Scott, Joe Ward,
Brian Muxlow, Jesus.
Brian Muxlow, straight out of Michigan.
Yes, he's a Michigan. One of the many Michigan players, along with Phil Rumley as well.
It's like a hotbed of Golden Tee Mobile, isn't it?
Yes. Shelton
not
is
not
right here,
Kentucky.
too. No.
So if you guys got any questions, we're gonna play catch up a little bit. They've got some things to do on the production side to get us to where we need to be. But if you guys got any questions,
We're back on.
we're back on.
Yes. And we got Josh Simmons
So Josh Simmons is
trying to make this.
trying to chip in for
What is he
Eagle.
going? What is he going to do here? Is he going to put in?
This is what I would hit, but I can't hit a chip straight on an iPad to save my life. So, but that's the smart play.
Very similar shots right now. We can see both of them. Well, he's not allowed to use a mulligan, Jimbo.
No, you can't do that, Jimbo. No mulligans.
All right, let's see who makes their shot. Oh, a little bit to the left.
That's how I look chipping on that freaking iPad. So what are we doing? We 4-4 here? Yeah, each one under.
They both birdie. So we are 1 under, going on hole 11.
So I like to get this as far up the fairway as I can, Paco.
Yeah, I like to get a little closer to that fairway as I can, and hopefully setting myself up for a nice second shot here. Preferably, a sniper on the second shot? What do? You use a jab?
It depends. With that pin, I'm probably using a grabber, honestly.
Yeah. We'll see what he does.
I'm probably using a grabber, letting it take the wind back in a little bit, and yeah, probably that 7-iron right there. Tony Johnson would use a grabber.
Yeah.
He would use a grabber.
Tony Johnson would use a grabber, yes. I feel like Tony Johnson could use a grabber for every single shot if he really wanted to.
Tony Johnson can do whatever the hell he wants
That's
because
right.
he's a world champ.
That's right.
Right? Joe Ward says, shout out from Thailand.
Yes, we already, we talked about it here, Joel. We want you to tell us what time is it in Thailand. What a different schedule, huh? Joel, another great guy that really contributes.
I don't know Joel Magic Ant, right?
Magic Ant,
Yeah.
yes, Magic Ant.
So I think I'm in some Facebook chats with
And
them.
before I got to know you guys, I would know all of you just from your handle name, just from your player name.
So he's got to putt that, doesn't he? Jimbo's got to putt that.
Got to put a Ranger in there.
I don't think he can. I think he's on the green. You can't change the ball on the green, right?
Well, let's see. I don't know if he has an option in there, but
I don't think he can.
Will the ball go through it? Oh, exactly what we were thinking.
That's a
all
tough
right?
break,
Yes.
yeah. If he puts a Ranger on that, if he could put a Ranger on it, it goes in, but he couldn't.
It goes in, yep.
So this is a funny little hole.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. If you take too much off this, it'll end up short.
And did you know if you hit the little hill with an Orbix, and if you don't hit the green, it will bounce you underwater. So it's a finesse shot. It's a finesse shot that you have to master it. Let's see what
This is a
Jimbo
shot that scares the hell out of me if I can't hit it 100%, and Jim just went long. Yep.
Exactly what we talked about it. And and Jimbo gave it a shot with the Orbix, and it just did not pay off.
Yeah,
See what
so
does.
Josh wants to hit this about 98.
He's doing sniper, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see.
So yeah, 90. He's going 99.
Jimbo with the par on the right
98.
side.
Yeah. Perfect.
Exactly. Well played. Exactly like we talk about Sparks. You either want to play this with an orbits, depending on the ping location.
And
of
you
course,
know
or
what?
with the sniper.
I mean, let's not understate this, Paco. Or Wally, sorry, I
It's
keep
okay.
calling you Paco. But
Okay.
what the shot that Josh just hit is no joke.
No.
Because he played that at 98%. He's never played on an iPad, I don't think. Or maybe he has, but I don't think he has. To hit that at 98% and pull it straight,
Yep.
trust me, I've got that postcard. It ain't easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. No.
It's not easy at all. So
Let's see what kind of shot Josh is going to leave himself here.
he's got to get that out to the left a little bit. He knows it.
He's trying to clear those trees right in between there. Hopefully clear that bunker, leave himself a nice second shot. And
So Joel says it's 11 a.m. in Thailand right now.
now Chris Hamster, Sammy Sofa is his handle name.
Sammy Sofa.
He says it's really hard to swipe straight on the iPad. Yes, it is, Chris. I found out, and Sparksy found out today too. Let's see what Josh is putting a lot of
He's
thought
got to
into
get
the
that out to
shots.
the left, bud. He did. All right. Clear the bunker.
Get out of the bunker.
So now he's got to lay that up. He's at birdie.
He's got to go to the
And
left.
he knows it.
He's got to go to the left-hand side.
I'm pretty decent on phone, but it doesn't seem like phones will ever be an option for live comp. That is Bama Ace 300. Bama Ace, I think you're in the league.
Yes, he is.
I think
The
I
name
played
sounds
against you
very
in the league.
familiar, Yep.
So I have never played on an iPad before I got here, and I'm okay. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
I play on a phone,
Yeah.
but it is a different ball game. And when you get to these tournaments,
Yeah. You can see exactly who's had
stay
more
dry.
practice on.
Stay dry. Yeah, when you get to these tournaments, it's all on the iPad.
He's going to have to Ranger this.
Yeah, he
Josh
needs
on
to
the left-hand
Ranger it.
side. Oh, he's going jab. Wow.
He needs to Ranger that.
That's a very high hill to climb. We'll see what he does. Kinsler says the transition for him was easy. Yeah, I agree. If you do it like Chad and Micah did, if you just
If you just
basically
completely cut the cord.
Yep. Cut the cord, put the phone away, and just do everything on the iPad.
So my dog Dabo and I sit on the porch and we play Golden Tee Mobile. And I actually don't
Look at
own
this
an
great
iPad.
shot. Look at
That's
this
a great shot,
shot.
Josh. I thought he needed
wonderful shot.
I thought he needed a Ranger on that.
So did I. So did I. All right, what is Jimbo doing here on the right-hand side? Jimbo's going for that island, and he's going to hit it 100. And
So
hope-
Kinsler says it's so much easier on the iPad once you get used to it. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the best in the world, so he would know better than us.
And both in arcade and in GTM as well. Yeah. Big shout out to Kinsler also watching us.
Greg Kinsler at Arcade would blow your mind. He was so good.
You know, what happened
Ooh,
here?
what happened there
That's
with Jim?
That's a missed swipe. You can see that he went way left, and that did not look good from the start. Yeah, I hit him up the other day, and I said, hey, Kins, whenever you play cabinet, just let me know. I'll be happy to watch you and learn from you.
I don't think he plays much anymore. Not cabinet anyway. He's busy. He's got 3 kids. You know, now his kids are back in school. He takes care of his kids. Courtney,
He part of this hole right here on the right.
his wife Courtney's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg is good people.
All right, Josh is going to put a jab here. See what happens, what he does. He's fighting against that 12-mile-an-hour wind coming in your face right here, Spark. What would you do?
I like the high loft driver here
I do too.
with a wind cutter.
With the jab, absolutely. Ooh, he's going maniacs here.
I don't like the shot, Paco.
Well, he knows more than you and me.
He does. That's
so
why I'm sitting here talking to you.
Let's watch where this goes. We're getting a lot of love here from the chat, Ryan. A lot of our friends following here through. I'm sure my family and your family are watching as well.
Now people are blowing me crap on the stream because I said Kinsler was good at cabinet. Well, you're not anymore. You lost to me, so that doesn't count.
Oh, Jimbo here with the nice save and with the bogey. All right, I'm curious to see where they
I
shot.
am too. I'm very
It's going
curious.
to go. All right, let's give him a second here. Let's try to align.
I think it's going to work out. I'm just worried he's perfect.
Yeah, that left six is going to.
Well, I mean, he's going to have a putt, but yeah, he's got it.
Josh, very capable of putting some really nice scores as well. Shawa, as Chad mentioned, the creator of the league, a player-run league.
Golden Team Mobile the league. If you're not doing it, then you need to be
There's
doing
something
it.
wrong with it, right?
Like if you have any interest in Golden Team Mobile or just having fun, like the.
Wow. We have breaking news right now, Sparks. We are just informed that Super Fat Ninja has knocked Trump out of the tournament. This is breaking news here.
Super Fat
Super Fat
Ninja.
Ninja.
Adam Harthel.
Adam Hurdle, yes.
Good,
Super fat.
good man.
Very nice guy here too. All right, so we have Josh here making a shot. They missed what he hit, so got distracted with the breaking news over here. Wow. So should we expect?
So this.
Thumbs up.
Perfect.
So this shot that Josh has.
I know. So your start, right? This is start. I have not met you. We can do it on the beat.
No problem.
All right, he's going.
So I don't
right here.
love this. I'd rather see him hit this 290, this high loft driver.
It's not gonna clear. It's not gonna clear. It's gonna go on the sand.
So he's got this is a makeable chip. You hit this sand wedge, you get it 54%.
I would hit it a little bit more, and just hoping that the bounce left 8 would carry me down to the hole and hopefully set me up for a
So
nice.
what club is he hitting here? He's got a flop wedge? Yeah, okay.
He
So
definitely
he's
hit
short.
that under. Yep. We'll see what he does here with the curve. Left 8. Sliding up.
Yeah,
He's
so
not-
this
he's
is
not-
like one click right.
He's
right?
not turning though. It's like a field putter. Kind of like
Do you think
you
he
and I
knows
would-
where he stands right now with the strokes?
what you're doing is you're putting to the spot. You're aiming to the spot. You're not turning your golfer. You're aiming for the spot, and just hoping that basically that the slope carries you in. So.
So where are we? What did Jimbo shoot?
We have a lot. We have a lot of action around here.
Schwab.
Schwab with a 9 under.
So Josh is going to play this.
He's gonna use a sniper.
Anticipation. Schwab.
I've never played on a tablet.
All right. He's setting himself for a putt. Ooh, this is a dangerous spot right here, Sparks. He misses this. He's
Yeah, but he's going to play this safe.
yeah.
You want to hit this about 50%, I think.
Oh, he's hitting it 100
He's going at it.
with a Ranger.
It's on fire.
See what he does.
It's on fire.
Okay. So Jimbo with 9 under, total for 18 holes. And Schwa can put this in. Oh, exactly what we just talked about right before that. I would have taken a little bit off that shot.
God, I just want to go over and grab him right now and say, Josh,
Josh,
take it easy.
settle down, right?
But obviously we can't because we're sitting here in the booth.
I don't know. Maybe I'll win.
Maybe you will.
See what he does here.
I've never played on a tablet.
So let's talk.
Golden Team.
So Paca, you've been playing Golden Tee Mobile for. I think Josh has this thing in hand, but
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh no, he kicked my ass.
See what he does
I
here.
cannot play on
Sorry,
a
Sparks. There's a lot of things going on in here, but we're gonna remain in this game. Let's see what he does. We go through the trees.
So what
with
would
the-
you play here?
I would do a medium T driver, 97%, and hoping that the ball would stick in the green. I would not hit 100%, and hoping that a nice putt.
So you're hitting a high T driver or medium? Tee?
Medium.
Okay.
Medium driver, 98%. Right what he's doing. Exactly what he's aiming for.
Honey, I play on a phone,
See
not
what
a
he
tablet.
does.
I don't know how to play on a tablet.
Okay. He's lining up. You don't think he's straight. Maybe he's slurving this a little bit, using Larry's slurp.
Yeah. I think that's an unintentional cut right there, but
Yep.
he knows better than I do. Yeah.
Oh, 94%.
Did he hit it high?
Not enough. Yeah. He hit a medium. I think he did.
Yeah, I'm already gone.
See what he does.
I know they cut to the screen and
That's really uphill here.
So I
Ryan.
think you're going to get some fresh blood in the booth here.
Yes.
I don't know exactly who, but
I don't know either. But this has been fun. This has been a pleasure doing a game with Chad and a game with you, Ryan. Learning from you guys, learning from the best.
so I want to see this here, though. I think this is about a 70% shot here.
Sniper.
No, he's
Yeah.
playing in orbits, and he's playing at 95. Well, I mean,
Came back a little bit.
I
Not as
think
much as he
70
wanted.
puts you right by the hole, but
Yes.
I mean, he's not really trying to make it. Now, this is a hard putt. It's easy on the phone. It's not easy on the iPad.
Let's see what he does.
He made it.
And he
Good play.
makes it. He makes it.
So Josh Simmons moves on.
Josh will move on.
Um,
Looks like we
Is
have
he right back up at Joel? Okay.
Awesome.
So thank you guys so much for listening to us. This is Paco and
Ryan.
O. Henry
O. Henry and Paco.
coming to you live from Nashville. Is that where we are?
We are in Nashville. Yes, sir.
Um,
All day.
I hope you enjoyed us, but we're going to throw it to a break right now, and we're going to let somebody else come in and talk to you guys. So thank you so much.
All right.
And,
Thank you as well.
we'll see you.
Welcome back here. This is the new blood that you're seeing again. It's me again. I'm lucky to be asked to do this again, and I have a special guest here. I'm sure people want to hear you. We talk about you lengthy with Chad and the broadcast.
I appreciate that.
Larry Foster, Mr. Golden Tee, will help me call the game. Larry, how are you today? How are you today? How are you tonight? How you having a great weekend?
I'm excited, man. This is great.
Awesome.
Having
awesome.
a good time.
Good. You get to see everyone here interacting on the chat.
That's awesome.
Yep. Matt Hansen
Same.
says hi to you. Larry.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, Larry. So we have a very important game here. We just have an announcement that the Final Four for Mobile will start tomorrow at around 9 o'clock in the morning. So
Yep.
if you are paying attention to Central, 9 o'clock Central, if you are paying attention to this broadcast, Andy Coleman just mentioned to us that he will be broadcasting it. Oh, look at this, Josh. Going with the stinker. Right there, he is going to have a flat shot. What would you do here, Larry?
I'd chipped it. That's a long putt.
We actually saw a couple of your chips, and you were money on that. Amazing. And,
Oh, great putt. Great putt.
Larry, how do we call that? We call it the vacuum effect, right? Do you
Exactly.
believe in that or no?
So it seems like some days it goes in and some days just rides right by.
That's right. That's right. Fantastic. I know Matt is a big fan of Larry here. Hansen, Chubby. Chubby is his Golden Tee name. He says fantastic.
Yeah, thanks.
Chris is back on. He's very active here. We're interacting
Chris,
with a lot of our friends.
My wife is actually sleeping now, but she'll watch the replay tomorrow.
Awesome.
So hi, Kim.
She gets to hear your voice, and I'm sure people are watching me back at home too, and excited about hearing Dad's voice on the broadcast. I can be famous for about an hour, and so can you, Larry.
I will be playing next. I will be streaming next. I'm looking forward to that again.
After this game, Larry?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So we are coming down to the Final Four
Yeah.
tomorrow morning. So big audience. I know we have a lot of followers. They'll be watching tomorrow, rooting for their friends. If we talk about rooting for their friends, we can talk about like the friends that Benji brought for Vegas. A rowdy bunch.
Well, everybody here is our friend, so we're rooting for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. We
What
have
do we got here so far? We got
Joel.
Moneyballs playing even
Yeah.
so far.
Joel is going to. What do you think he's going to do? You think it's going
Josh
to?
has got a great shot here. A little short.
He is close, no GSP. Joel is going with the grabber, hoping to play the wind here in the slope.
Yeah.
Hoping for the ball to sit down nice here.
Come down.
The ball is coming down.
That's a nice
It's
shot. Leave a
gonna
nice,
come back.
easy putt.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
He's
we
clean
see,
through four.
yeah, we see Josh here dealing with a little bit of elevation here. How do you approach this shot, Larry?
You know, it all depends on that wind. You know, it's most of the time it's going to be a
Sniper?
a sniper shot.
Yeah, yeah. And Chad and I were talking about how the sniper shot is more like a comfort shot.
It's a safe shot.
It's a comfort ball. It's a safe shot. Calzone is still listening here. I hope he is.
Great bounce. Great shot.
Nice. Nicely done. Now you see that Josh is using the shot guide here to line up his shot. A lot of new players don't know that, Larry. Why do you do that?
That's the easiest way to line it up with the wind. We play so much, we get to get a gauge of how the wind is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a good tip for the players just starting to join this game.
Is that
Go to
gonna-
the apple.
Great shot. Stay up.
Oh,
And
it is.
Great shot.
Go to the Android store, go to the Apple store, download Golden Tee Mobile
Absolutely.
GTM. You'll be embraced by a great community of people willing to help you. And I'm sitting right next to one of those good guys here. Let's see what Joel does right here. He's going to use a...
This looks like an javelin.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
short.
going to be a little short.
That's going to be a tricky chip.
Yeah, yeah. And we saw you doing a lot of the chips with the jab.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Take the wind out of it.
Take the wind out. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some people rather do that with with a ranger. Some people do that with the sniper. Some people do that.
Great
Oh,
chip.
look at that.
Great chip.
Great shot here.
He stays clean.
He is. I'll tell you, Joel is one of the consistent guys.
That's the word I was going to say.
I've never seen Joel with a bad scoring card. You know, like a 1 or 2. He's always right close to par.
Absolutely.
And if you shoot like that, you are going to be in a lot of the games that you play, Larry.
I agree. It's a great looking shot too. Get up.
Ooh, beautiful bounce.
He should stay clean with
Beautiful
that putt.
bounce. Let's see.
How is Schwa doing? Schwa is still clean, but he's only through 3 holes.
Yeah, you can see definitely Shoah taking his time,
He's
lining
using a
up the shot.
sniper on this hole.
He is. And nice connection here, Larry, is that Shoah, Josh Simmons, actually, and myself were actually playing some games back in the house this morning, practicing and getting ready for this tournament. And I was down with 18, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just starting the back." And I said, "Take your time. You know, he plays slow. A lot of people don't play the same rhythm, which is fine.
That's a good shot.
And unless they're like you know, when you send a match and you're done in 5 minutes. I think people are listening to this broadcast
and they all know what you're
testify for
talking
that.
about. Exactly.
Larry is very efficient with his time. Very. He just wants to get the games going, right?
Exactly.
Good deal, Larry. Got Brian Weimer. Greg is right here too. Kinsler.
No.
Just to play.
All right, so
What do we got here, Larry?
Joel is even. He's clean through 8.
I think we got a similar look earlier with the 12-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
In your
I
face.
played that short.
You did?
And then chip it in.
Did you? Okay, so you try to go for the ice slash the
But Joel's going to try this.
rough.
The Maniacs. Ooh, Josh just.
He is not going to hit that 100%, is he, Larry?
Uh,
What do you think he's going to do? I would just say he's going to hit it a little bit less than 100%, maybe 98.
Maybe, exactly, 98.
I'm hoping that
97.
he gets a nice friendly bounce and
The bounce is going to be everything on this
puts him
shot.
in the green. Yeah. So many times we've shot that ball over and gone.
We'll see if the wind will
back
grab
down.
that. Oh, yeah, that's a good shot.
Look at that.
It's going to be an angle. Yeah, 4 left. It's going to be a tricky chip.
Yep. We have Josh here on
Same
the
with
left.
Schwa.
Yep.
That's
Schwa.
got a horrible bounce.
And that's a tricky bounce on hole 5, you know, the one that you have to go over the mountain.
Yeah.
And
You have to hit it perfect.
basically at the mercy of the ball. What kind of bounce is it going to give you?
Exactly.
Hoping that you guys are at home, are still with us watching this
Great
awesome
chip.
game. Awesome chip here.
Great chip. Clean front for
What
Joel.
did we just talk about that?
Yeah.
He's always very consistent. Plays the game the right way. And a nice guy, too, Joel. What a nice guy. 2 nice guys here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
2 of the pioneers of the league, too.
Two of the pioneers of the league.
The founder and
Right on.
one of the main leaders.
That's another great thing, the league. It has grown
Absolutely.
tremendously. I feel like we're talking a lot about the league and Golden T-Mobile, downloading the game, you know, doing great things for the community, doing great things for the game. Hoping that a lot more people really enjoy this awesome community that we have.
I think we're going to get to 200 people soon in the league.
That would be awesome.
We're getting close. All right, so it looks like Schwa is 1 down through 5. This is a tricky pin. Being all the way back by the dirt.
Yep.
And then the drop off if he's a little long.
Well, you're shooting up too, so you
Yeah.
kind of have to counter for that
Exactly.
elevation in there.
See, I would have to use a jab on this, but he's using a grabber.
You know, Chris is asking here, how did you get started in Golden Tee? I don't know if that's a serious question by Chris.
It is. I know where he's trying to go.
I know what he's trying to go to.
Chris.
Something about Chris and serious that really doesn't match together, right?
Actually, he is serious.
He knows what I'm talking
But
about.
I don't want to bore people about my old days.
From the emojis that I always put right next to his name. He knows it.
Exactly. It's a tricky little putt here.
Yeah, Matt says that I am still on hole 4 of an elk phone contest from earlier today. Okay, I'm gonna jump on my phone and I'm gonna forfeit it right now because
Oh, oh no.
oh, it stayed in. I am enjoying this time with Mr. Golden Tee.
This doesn't look pretty.
He is gonna use the Ranger here. So you will be going and playing after this, right?
Yes.
I am curious who will be. Oh,
Great.
very
putt.
nice.
What a
I
putt.
am curious who will be stepping in here. Or maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't be back. Maybe people are really enjoying us two together. But you have to go and do a job.
I do.
You have to qualify for tomorrow.
I have some golf. Exactly. It's winter. It's winter. Go home. So it looks like Schwa is down 2 through 6. Got some catching up to do.
Larry, you're good at this, and that's why before this broadcast, when we got together, what did I just tell you? I said, just keep an eye on the score.
Yeah.
Let me do the talking. I don't have a hard time doing that. I'm sure you know that, and a lot of the guys do know that. But we are going to be heading to the back here.
And there's a lot of strokes to be made up on the back nine of this course.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see.
It's got a nice line. Is it long enough? Wow. Very long. It should be a decent putt.
Chris said that it's not
little
boring.
tester.
It's not boring. He wants to hear your story. Maybe for another time, Chris.
Great putt. All right, still down 2 through 7.
Yep. Just like we talked about earlier, he takes his time. He likes to line up a shot. Actually, another thing that we talk about when we're doing the game with Chad is how many times you go back and forth, trying to line up the golfer the right way, try to make sure that your backswing is aligned completely with the arrow. Tell us a little bit about that.
You just got to make sure you want to know exactly where you want the ball to go.
Right.
Or hopefully that's exactly where you want it to go.
Right.
And if you're off just a hair, it can throw off your whole shot.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people really don't use the fly-by button, which is very important, as you know, from cabinet. You really want to know where you're aiming, where you're...
It helps with elevation as well, doing that flyby.
Yeah. So he is going to, looks like he is going to go for the sure shot right here, counting for the elevation. Down in the 12-mile-an-hour wind coming down. So... Wind is going to take him a little bit to the left. This seems like he's going to have a nice look to a pot right here.
He should be fine.
Yeah, and he will do it Ranger. Yes, he will. Is he going to turn? He's going to aim. Looks like he's going to aim. And he's going to make it.
All right, down 2, last hole of the front 9.
So he needs a perfect shot, just like Joel did. Or Joel, like I call it, right, Larry?
Joel.
And Joel shot clean, par 13. If Joshua wants to stay base, have a shot at the back, he's going to have to hit a perfect shot here on 9, and then go to the back.
And if you remember, Joel hit this 100%, it was just short.
Exactly. But Josh does not know that, so this is the beauty of the game. Let's see what Josh does here.
He's doing
going back.
Actually, he's using the sniper.
He's going to sit 9. Oh,
that'll be a nice chip, though. Should be straight. Right 2.
Yeah.
Joel had that right 4, so it's a little bit more trickier.
Yep. So what will he do here? He's going to do Ranger. Let's see. That looks straight.
It shouldn't be a problem. Nice chip.
Very nice.
Putt.
Yeah, it was a nice putt.
All right, so after the front 9.
Go ahead, Larry. Take us to the back 9. What do you expect here? How would you play?
You can't expect anything on the back 9 of Tundra. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Chad and I mentioned it to the audience, the early struggles that you had on Tundra 9. Many Discord nights dealing with the conditions and with the shots.
Chad grabbed a bunch of guys and took me into Discord and taught me how to play that back 9.
Especially the 16, right?
Especially 16, absolutely.
A little narrow landing area right there. It's a tricky shot. We'll get to see it here as both players are lining up.
Yeah.
Now I've seen people here, Larry, go to the right fairway, and some people go to the left fairway. What determines that in
For
your
me?
experience?
For me, it's the wind.
Okay.
You want to try to have the most even, straight up and down wind. You know, so whichever way, like this one, probably that left or the right side is the best way with that wind.
You talking about Josh? Okay, just in general, this one would go to the right. Because
Yeah, if
the
you see
wind
how the wind is 10% that way, or 10-mile-an-hour wind.
definitely maniacs, right?
If you went to the left, it would be a left to right wind then for your approach shot.
Well, you are the master of the slurve shots, too, so you can counter for those.
Right, but if you don't have to do it,
Yeah,
so he should see that's a lot better than direct left to right.
absolutely.
And he's probably gonna, with that pin also, probably gonna jab that.
Let's see what Joel does. It's getting close.
That is going
Get
in.
in there.
It is
Yes,
in.
he made that. We'll stop right there. If
Exactly.
you're listening, you know exactly the whole sentence of that
Exactly.
statement.
The famous statement.
The famous statement. And
That was a great shot.
what a great shot here by Joel Wilburn from Texas. What a great shot. Let's see, Josh is going to have to match it now. Joel.
He's using a 9-wood.
It pays for one better right now at the back, Joel.
Correct.
See what he does here.
I would
straight.
probably use the 4-iron
And this
like
one?
Joel did. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how he plays this.
It's going to be a little left and short.
Yeah. Very manageable putt.
Absolutely.
Take your putt and move to the next hole. Joel is going to use a jab with the 4-iron. Is he trying to stink this one, Larry, or no?
Yes, I had that same shot. That is the shot, is the 4-iron.
And you went for the stinger, right? So he is
And I
not going to
made
hit it 100%, and you made it.
Absolutely.
The back swing looks straight, and he's going to go 88%, and
It's going to be a little short.
a little short. It is a little bit intimidating knowing that you're shooting with a big backdrop on the other
Absolutely.
side.
And you're uphill, so you have to account for that as well.
Agreed.
That elevated green.
Yep.
So Joel's up 3 right now through 10.
And Josh with the same shot on 11.
Whereas he's using a 5-iron.
Yes.
You
I
gotta
think
hit
that's
that
going
up.
to be enough club.
He's
or
got to
no?
hit it 100%. It might. I still think it might be short.
Yeah, I think it's going to be short too. See what it does. 100%.
Got a great line to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, it is short.
You call it, Larry. Just a little short. But he is going to make this and
Remain 3 down.
get his birdie. Still 3 down, correct?
Yes.
Larry is paying very close attention to this match. He's scouting his potential opponents for tomorrow. So I'm sure you are looking forward to watching great golf tomorrow. Let's see where the ball is going.
Great
to land.
bounce. Great bounce for Joel. You got to be lucky sometimes in this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not everything is skill, right? You need
Exactly.
to
But if you ask Joel, he'd probably say he planned that.
plan that. All right. Josh is going to go with sniper. Do you think that's enough?
I think it
at
might be a
the
little
right
short, but it's safe.
with the wind.
But it's safe.
Okay, so he's accounting for that extra space on the
I
left-hand
didn't
side
see
of
the club. Is he using a 1-iron?
I really
Or is
did
that
not
a-
see that.
I didn't
either.
see the club.
See that? I was looking at Joel's shot. He's got a Ranger putt.
Yeah, a little short.
Looks like Josh is going to have a Ranger putt too. Yes, he is.
You know, I'm just more comfortable doing the chip from there. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, and Chad.
everybody plays it differently.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a beauty of the game, though.
Exactly.
You can definitely approach different holes, different ways.
That's why it's so much fun watching the stream,
Absolutely.
going on Discord at nights, watching other people play, just to see all the differences that people do.
And they're all effective.
Uh-oh. Does he get another lucky
wants to
bounce? He
stay-
does. Look at this. That's a great
Wants to
bounce.
Stay away from the snow. And here, look at that, right in the
It's
fairway.
perfect.
So from there, you can do a jab, you can do
Exactly.
a sniper, you can do a grabber. You can pretty much decide.
Wow,
what
look at
ball you
this.
wanna
He's actually going for that pin. That's a
attack-
scary pin,
He's
too.
attacking it.
Yes, he is.
Now, Larry, we have hole 15 coming up. One of my favorite, but yet most destructive holes that you can have in the game.
It could be a match changer.
Let's see what happens here. Wow.
Great shot.
That's a big shot. I think Joel's on the zone a little
Joel's playing great.
bit. He is playing very consistent. Moneyball gets all the bounces. Yes, Brian, I agree with you. I mean, he is getting the bounces in this game.
And, you know, for Josh playing on the iPad for what, the third time now?
Yep.
He's not doing horrible.
Absolutely.
You know, he's holding his own.
He is.
I think he's running into a buzzsaw in Joel, though.
Yeah, yeah. Joel is
One better through 12.
hoping to punch his
through
ticket
14.
to the next round. Look at this shot. He's going to try to go
Is
over.
that going to get up?
I
Oh,
think-
it does not.
Yeah, I think this is the first bound
Ooh.
here, Jesus, that Joel did not get. But it's definitely,
Well, at least he's not in jail, though.
no, he's not in jail.
He should be able
What
to
do,
get
what
up
do you
and down.
mean when you say that, be in jail, for the people that are watching the broadcast that have no idea what that means?
Well, sometimes on this course, if you hit a mountain and you get a bad bounce back, sometimes it's either out of play or they put you right in front of a mountain that's too high that you have to go around.
Yeah. So then you max out strokes, pretty
Exactly.
much.
Oh, is that gonna look at that bounce again?
Yeah, there you go. Getting another bounce. And he's going to putt for birdie.
I think Josh is that for a eagle? Yes, it was. So it remains 3 down.
All right, this is a hole that we talked a little bit about it earlier. The 16 hole with the landing spot. I've seen Calzone, Matthew Calderon, use just different balls. Maniacs here. I use a sniper. What do you use here?
I usually use a maniac.
You use a maniac.
Yeah.
Are you confident that you're going to land that?
I am not. Oh, look at this. He is just crossing that line, just standing on that line of getting those lucky bounces.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And it's working for him. There's another.
Look at this shot that Josh just hit too.
Yeah, that was a great shot by
Beautiful
Josh,
shot,
too.
Yeah.
You know how rare it is to make that fairway on that hole?
These guys are making this course look very easy. Very easy. I've seen scores ranging from, I've shot scores ranging anywhere from, you name it, right, Larry?
Absolutely. Well,
300
I
to
won't name what I
1400.
shoot on it.
I think if you
Joe came up a little short on that second shot, so he's got a really tough chip here.
Oh.
I wouldn't want that chip right now. With that pin right there, looks like he's playing it safe.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He's just hoping to
He
land
has
at
to
a
know.
green.
He has to know that he's up.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, and
Wow.
he went. Look at this.
Come on.
What a
Fight
great,
back.
great
Look at that.
chip.
Wow.
So much for playing it safe.
Yeah. And Josh here too, attacking.
Going with a jab.
Attacking 14.
Wow.
Well, he's got it. Like you said, he's got to know that he's
He
down.
knows he's down. Exactly.
See what he does.
I think that would,
100%, Larry. What do you think?
he's got to. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Maybe a little less. Take a little bit less.
What's
I
he
mean,
at
you
here?
still are
He's at
going to have it.
95. That might be short still.
I think you just clear it.
Get up. There you go.
That's good. A lot of people don't really understand. Look at this
Off the
bounce.
back.
Off.
No.
Then even though you use a jab, Larry, the ball is still going to take you like 2 miles an hour.
Oh,
So you got to
absolutely.
count for that.
Yep.
Oh. Josh.
That's a tough
missing
break.
that.
That's the iPad again with the putting.
That is the iPad. All right, Joel here using a jab, sniper.
Well, with that win, you could actually use a sniper.
There he is. He is using it. Hoping to have a putt uphill, Larry. If he lands shortly, let's see
Yeah.
how much the 17-mile-an-hour wind carries you. And that is going to be a putt uphill, just like we said.
That's a long putt. That
it's a
could
long.
be scary with that back. I think he might. I don't know if he's going to go for this or not. Oh, no.
No, no, no. Ooh.
Oh, and it stopped.
Stays.
The luck that Joel is having today is remarkable.
He's getting some nice bounces.
He absolutely is. That may have just saved him that match.
If I were superstitious, I would show up tomorrow with the same clothes that he's wearing today, same underwear, same socks.
Absolutely.
You know,
that was remarkable.
Absolutely.
How that ball stopped. That could be the match right there.
Yep.
Because that would have added at least 2 strokes.
Josh aiming for the gap right there. He is going to
get up and
he's going to hope for the bounce that he's not going to get.
That was an odd bounce. I've never seen anything like that. I'll just stop like there on the ice.
Yes, Brian, he is getting some nice shots, but I think he's also setting himself up.
Absolutely.
For a nice score.
Had a great round. What he ended? He ended with 13 on that back.
Good. All right, let's see.
Get in there. Great shot.
I'm telling you, I'm very impressed how Josh has adjusted to the iPad very well. Very well. All right. Josh going at 16. See what he gets. He'll be adjusting his tee to high, hoping that
there we go.
Goldie should stick there with the sniper. Yep. All right, 15-mile-an-hour wind here, Larry. In your face, right?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I think that may have been a missed swipe.
That is going to stick, though. That is going to stick. He will be able to play this ball with the Ranger, hopefully.
I don't think I've ever seen
stick at that side of the mountain.
Right. It'll stop, and you'll get a Ranger to that, but I don't know if it's going to have enough to get up. If it does stop, it should stop.
It will stop, yep.
Actually got a little break there. It's not as steep.
He is levitating in the air right now.
Yes.
It seems like a case for Yancey right here. Yancey.
Is Yancey still out there?
Yancey just got excited a little bit right now. And he is going to go with a Ranger, Larry.
I like the Ranger. I don't think that driver is going to work.
Your shot. He's using a little bit of that Larry slur.
Yeah, but not with that club. It didn't have enough. Didn't have enough height to get up there.
Of course, you have those 2 ice blocks protecting that green right there.
That a lot of people have hit many a time.
Absolutely. We have Brian Cheese very actively engaged in the broadcast right now. Still up. I don't know what time is it in Michigan. It is 11:43 here. Coming live from Nashville, Tennessee.
They're an hour later than us.
Jesus still up. Big shout out to him. Hopefully he is enjoying the broadcast. We're watching some great golf right here. These guys are our friends. These guys are great people. Good advocates for the community of Golden Tee.
Absolutely. Well, Josh Schwa is the founder of the league.
Absolutely. Almost 1 o'clock. He says almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're still going here.
And he is struggling. You know, it's the iPad. He's just not used to that iPad yet. He'll get there, though.
Will he chip it?
The more he plays on it.
He wants to putt it.
He's a big Ranger putter.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the outcome of this shot is. He's going downhill. If he misses the hole, the ball may roll a little more. Did he want?
I wouldn't even know how to play this. With that right 6.
And That's the beauty of the game, like you were talking about. He makes it.
What
He
a
makes
fantastic
it.
putt.
He makes that
What a great
putt.
putt.
A Ranger putt. Wow.
So
Cheers to Chris Hampstead. We talked plenty about Chris. One of our good friends too. Great guy.
Yancey says, nice one, O. Henry.
Yancey.
That wasn't O. Henry, that's Schwab.
That's
a great one by Schwab. And old 17, he's at -8. Doesn't look good for Schwab against Joel, so I think Joel's going to be moving on.
He basically would have to hold this and hold the next
And hold
one.
the next
Yeah.
one.
So
And I think
to have a
he's
shot.
still, and I think he still might be down.
He still might be
Joel shot phenomenal.
Yeah. Larry, if I tell you how many times I've had a round just get ruined by 17, this hole can be good friend or your worst enemy. But look at this. He's playing that bounce and he's gonna have a nice.
He doesn't get the bounces like Joel.
or Chad.
Or Chad.
Yes. He birdied this. We are going to the 18. And he is going to use a jab here, I think.
And Joel used the three wood sniper.
You don't want to maniacs this with the 17. See what he does here. He hasn't changed the ball. He's going to go sniper.
Sniper 4 wood. It might have the distance. I think it's still going to be short. I think he's afraid because of that back pin. He's just trying to play it safe.
I believe we are going to have some new faces in the booth when we come back. So
Chad and Mark Duchesne.
Mark Duchesne.
2020 World Qualifier.
Absolutely.
Participant. He's about where Joel was.
You know, Mark has not qualified this year yet, but no doubt
he's trying.
Got a great
He'll
chance.
be there. He'll be there this year.
Great players. Let's see what he does here with this putt. Right 8. Don't want to miss long. And
great putt.
He trains it. Nicely done.
So Joel wins that one. He moves on. And I'm actually going to put the headset down and go play Schwa.
Good luck, sir. Thank you for stepping in here and helping out.
Thank you, man. It was fun.
Absolutely.
Had a great time.
Awesome. We're going to go to timeout here. We'll come back with new faces and more Golden Tee for you from Nashville, Tennessee. We'll see you back shortly.
Welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee. We are playing the Golden Tee Mobile tournament. And we are in the losers bracket. Larry Foster, Josh Simmons. This will be the last match of the night. The stream will end, and thankfully, everyone can go to bed here shortly. So,
Yep.
we are going to be here tomorrow morning. Get your Wheaties out. Get your milk icy cold. We are going to be here at 9 a.m. Mark, are you going to be here at 9 a.m.?
I have to be.
I don't have to be. I'm out. So
Sorry
tell me
about
about your
that.
tournament so far.
So, yeah, not playing particularly well yet, but, coming close on a few shots, rounding into form a little bit, and hopefully we're gonna bring it around a little bit tomorrow.
It's good to know he didn't play very well and he still beat me. So that's what you're dealing with Mark Duchesne, probably one of the best 3 or 4 players on the planet Earth, and put me in the losers bracket, and Super Fat Ninja beat me at a table 25 feet from here and beat me on Cape. So I'm out. I'm broadcasting. I love it.
Yep.
And you get to kind of watch the losers bracket unfold as you prepare for your match tomorrow. And it looks like we are playing on what? Are we
I
on
believe
Cape
Cape
here?
I think Cape. Yep.
So I think they are downloading Cape Haven.
Newest course.
This is the newest course. This is, of course, a course that was played on the cabinet. I could not tell you the year. I wish I could. If Tony Johnson was sitting right next to me right now, which he'd be in my ear and would tell me exactly what year that course came out. But I don't remember the year, but I do know I played it. And it's tough on mobile. I mean, this thing, you can't overpower it. It's just, there's a lot of long shots.
26 under at best that you're getting.
Yes.
A lot of times you're looking at 24, 25, and not much better than that.
I shot what'd I shoot? I shot 23 under against Adam. He shot 24.
Oh, geez. So it did come down to that putt you showed me earlier.
No, that's a lie. He shot 25.
Okay.
That putt didn't matter.
Impressive by him.
Look at Larry. Larry's looking around. What are we doing here? Larry, you're okay. We're going to play.
Yep.
Larry Foster, Mr. Golden Tee, trying to run through this loser's bracket.
Been playing on the iPad longer than anyone.
Yeah, he absolutely
He's
has.
an iPad
And
pro.
honestly, the adjustment for Larry on the iPad is that the iPad he's playing on right now on this stream match is significantly smaller than the iPad he plays at home.
Yep.
So it is a difference. And Josh Simmons.
This is his 3rd match ever on an
this
iPad.
This is the 3rd time he's ever played with an iPad.
Yep.
We were at the house today, and I said, Josh, do you want to play on my iPad just so you can get the hang of it? And he said,
Yep.
I'll be all right. So we'll see how Josh does.
That's what everyone says, and then they play.
So this is Schwa, not Super Fat Ninja, against Mr. Golden Tee.
Yep.
On Cape Haven.
Larry's made a lot of hole-outs today. I could see him making this. He's been on a bit of a roll. I expect him to put this either close or roll it past, but burn the edge.
It's short.
And wow, uphill got him.
Yeah. The distance wasn't bad. It was just a little bit left, and you cannot make the mistake right where you're setting yourself for a short chip.
I think he will have a hole out in this round. I think he's had one in every match he's played so far, so including 2 on Pine Coast and a match that he lost, actually.
He had 2 hole outs on the match he lost.
2 hole outs on Pine Coast and lost 28-27.
Here's the Schwa. Oh, that looked good.
He's settling into the iPad.
Josh Simmons, the young lad from Virginia, Roanoke, I believe, and he about missed that 4-footer.
Yep.
But he made it.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Looking at the comments, Mark Duchesne, tell us a little about your Jimmy Mack experience.
Well, yeah, so I actually live about a block away from the place where Kins cut his teeth on Golden Tee and his mentor, Jimmy Mack. So after Worlds, I happened to go up to a place in Chicago, Finley Dunn's.
That's Jimmy Mack's place.
Yep. And he was there. Told him I'd been playing some late night blackjack with Kins just 3 short days earlier, and we bonded.
Jimmy Mack's a good man.
Yep. Got a little selfie with him, and
Yeah.
good times. Good man.
So we are on hole number 2. 2 of the slowest players in Golden Tee Mobile. Schwa is significantly slower than Larry, and you combine that he is on an iPad for just the 3rd time in his life. This might not be the fastest match that's short. Good
man.
shot. Good shot.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm
That
playing
works.
conservative. I'm just trying to hit fairways and greens if I'm Josh, and let Larry make the mistakes.
Yeah, Josh is in this thing right
Yep.
now. We're early on Cape Haven, 2 birdies.
Ooh, this is
And this is what? I mean, we've talked about this. This is a course where you birdie most of the holes. I mean, eagles are very difficult to come by on Cape Haven.
I love this hole.
I do too.
I love playing the sniper in.
The 3-iron sniper?
I play the 1-iron sniper.
Okay. So here's
Back
what I
off
do
10%.
every time. It's 78 yards to the pin, so I would hit that 39% 3-iron sniper. And it is literally on the hole.
I'd hit 29% 1-iron sniper. I back off 10% off of a 1-iron sniper, and it gets me a little more rollout than you're getting on that 3-iron. So a little more time on the ground, a little more chance to hit the hole. But I'm actually, now that I know that, and you've done the work for me, I'm going to try the 3-iron.
It's literally 50%. This hole is weird. That it is almost no matter the wind. Now, if you have a 14-mile-an-hour wind in your face, you want to add a percent, maybe 1. But it's like 50% of whatever that distance is on the 3-iron.
It's a slight downhill.
Yeah.
So that offsets that wind.
It offsets that 4 or 5% you add with a flat surface or up.
I like Josh actually playing conservative here, though. New on iPad.
And I'm going to shout Josh out one more time. If you were on the stream earlier, I talked about Josh and the fact that he was the pioneer, if you will, of creating Golden Tee Mobile, the league, the relegation, kind of copied the English Premier Soccer League. And then he brought in some people to help him run. It just got so big, he needed help. And you and I have been with him and Tony Johnson and Joel and also Matt Calderon. Am I forgetting anybody?
Nope. And he's the commish. And
he is the commish. Will always be the commish.
People that are in the league, I don't think always realize how much hard work's put in behind the scenes. But Josh
that's Josh's first mistake,
call
by the way.
Call out Joel as well.
A good shot by Larry. Larry's gonna.
If he can get this.
And Josh is looking like he wants to try to hit out of this, and this is.
He needs to do a 9-wood and.
It just
get it onto that. He needs to take his medicine.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. He does not need to go backwards here. He's not making the green. He needs a 9-wood.
Yeah, this is hitting the planks, isn't it? I don't know how this does
this is going backwards.
This is not a good decision by Josh. And this has, that's in the water.
Yeah.
So that had literally nothing to do with an iPad. That's just a bad decision.
Yep.
And he's wet.
Hopefully he gets a drop.
He's in the same spot. Yeah, man.
Well, yeah.
So in a match that you're playing someone that is a little better than you, that's got the experience, that has played on the iPad as his only really mode of play, you can't oh, boy, he's done it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hate to say this match is over after 4 holes, but we're in trouble here for Josh.
Well, Larry is going to see what happened in the at the 9, and then he's going to go into full-on conservative mode.
That's
like
exactly
he's not going to go near a bunker. He's not going to go near the water.
And now he pulls out the 9.
Yeah.
Now he pulls out the 9.
Yeah.
And he's probably gun shy. Is probably thinking that's not. Now he's thinking about going backwards. And
yeah. At this point, I mean, 8 is happening. I mean, he needs to get it out and hole it out to save a shot.
Mark, does this remind you of driving down the interstate? Traffic is slowed, and you're not sure what's going on, and you finally come up to it, and it is a horrific car crash.
Yeah.
Bodies might be on fire.
This is a bit of a rubberneck situation.
This is one of those things you can't help but look at it. And Josh is now out, but he's going to slide all the way down to this fringy rough. He's got a downhill lie. This is not going to get there. But
Josh also has not played this course as much. He doesn't play as much other than league.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good either. He needs
this is the newest course. Yeah.
He needs to club up. This needs probably to be a high lock driver.
At this point, it doesn't matter too much if he doesn't hold us out. Then he's taking his 8 and moving on.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Kind of looking at the comments now, as Josh is probably going to hit this about, I'm going to say 50 yards short.
I'll say 49 yards. Price is Right style.
Yeah.
Or can you not go over? I'll go 51.
It gets over the water. It's probably 100 yards short.
Yeah.
And he strokes out, right? No, he's got one more.
Yeah.
Stroke 8.
Whether he holds us out or not, he's taking his 8.
He's going to get an 8.
Yeah.
An 8 is enough. You remember that show in the 70s?
Kind of.
Yeah. Larry Foster, meanwhile.
He almost sold it.
Well,
Larry's got his work cut out for him. He obviously doesn't know that Josh has made an 8 and Larry made a 3, so he doesn't know he's dealing with a 5-shot lead. So he's gonna press it a little bit here. I mean, Larry could drop a couple here, and Josh could get within 3. It's not out of the question.
Looking at the comments as we continue on Cape Haven. Oh, Larry's made a little bit of a mistake.
Yep. He's going to drop at least 1 and probably 2. So Josh needs to stay the course a bit. People are surprised that I am not a bot. Yeah.
Well, you have to admit, when you were living in Australia, and the time change, we would start playing our matches, and you had, at the time, on Expert, you just play forever.
Yeah.
You were in every single match, and the quality of your play would frustrate folks, right?
And I also, my wife is a flight attendant, so she is out of town, for 3 to 4 nights a week at times.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
And I've got a 1-year-old, so, at that time. So I'm not exactly able to do very much except sit on the couch and play Golden Tee and watch Law & Order reruns. So,
so Larry Foster bogeys 7 and probably thinks that was a drastic mistake, but he's going to see that Josh took an 8 on hole number 4 and that he's in fine shape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he bogeyed there, though, I mean, he's up 5 at that point. If Josh did Josh make his 2 on 5?
He did.
Okay. If Josh can get this here and he can make his 3 on 7, then he's going to be back within 2. And as we know, on the back 9.
Yeah, that's true.
You can make up a lot of ground, especially with some of these setups. Thank you, Jesus. Appreciate the kind sentiments. It's a pretty common reaction when people get to know me, I'm happy to say, and my mom would be happy to hear that as well. I wouldn't probably give her your whole comment, but I'd give her the general vibe of your comment, and that'd make her happy.
So we do have a match on our hands. Larry with a bogey on 8 is actually brought Josh back into this thing.
Yep. Well, Josh needs to make a 3 here. I mean, 4 at worst, but a 3. And there's plenty of holes here, as everyone knows. Stay up.
He's in good shape.
Stay up.
He's in good shape.
Yeah. There's plenty of holes on the back 9 that can really crush you. And I mean, I'm thinking of 4 or 5 off the top of my head. So if he can park this on the green.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. But like you kind of brought up a few minutes ago, Josh hasn't played Cape Haven very much.
No.
He's getting ready. This shot.
This is here we go.
This shot plays much longer than you really think it plays.
Yep.
And okay, well, he's hitting his driver, which is great. So we'll see if he can bend this grabber around the lighthouse. This is a big shot. It's a big shot. That's a very nice shot by Josh.
He needs to make this. This
That's
will really, and he's going to get this.
Yeah, that's a very nice shot by Josh.
Yeah.
That's a good eagle. That's a good eagle.
He's back within 2. Larry's clean on 8 and 9, though, so he really needs to go clean here as well.
That puts him at 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
Yep.
If he plays clean the rest of the way, he is only down 2, and we might have a little bit of a match on our hands. And as you talked about, the back 9, you can lose strokes all over the place.
Larry's going to have the advantage of going a bit into turbo mode if he knows he's up 2, which is a huge edge on that back 9. But
Josh, he plays a little bit slow.
I'd be playing this 100%, and he's probably still going to leave a little short if he plays it 100.
Yeah, he needs to hit this 100.
He probably needs he needs that bronze tee on here, actually. But he's going to end up about 6 feet short if he hits this.
Oh, he's not going to hit this 100, is he? No, he's not.
Yeah, he's well way short.
Yeah. Well, he can make that putt.
Yep.
But at this point for Josh,
but he needs a hole out, too.
You need to make some stuff.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
I think 100%. He was all over the hole, actually.
Yep. Yep, maybe a little right, but
yeah, but that's right.
Pretty close.
So Larry has decided he is going to start the back 9. And I think that we've said before that we don't start the back until the person has played the front.
Well, Larry is notorious for playing all of his matches very quickly, so he's sticking to his theme.
Larry's just saying, I'm playing the back.
Yep.
That's just how it is. I'm going to bed soon.
He knows
I'm going to play the back.
Yep. He knows he's up at least 2. And he's probably, like I said, he's going to just try to.
Oh, boy. This needs a kick. This needs a kick
right.
left. It does.
Not bad. Like, for a guy being down 5.
Larry about made that.
Yeah. Guy being down 5 and potentially, being down 2 now at the turn. That's a pretty big turnaround for Josh. He's going to probably feel pretty happy that he's only down 2 when he sees this right now.
Yes, I agree. That if Josh just had a little course knowledge and would have realized that. You can see by the reaction, I think he's surprised he's only down 2.
He just needed to take his 5 on hole
Take
4.
your 5 and you're in this match.
Either hit the 9 wood up, he could have had a 4 probably if he just hits the 9 wood up. But.
Hey, that's a pretty scorecard except for 4.
Yep.
Nope, so we continue.
I mean, he needs to probably get a hole out and have Larry drop 1.
Which could happen.
Yep. Or get Larry stuck up against the face of a pot bunker.
And there's pot bunkers all over this place.
Yep.
So
there we go.
Larry, who is notorious for having 0 patience.
Yep.
He doesn't wait. He wants to play.
When he's in the league, he has all of his league matches get released by Friday. He's got them done before I even have sent out an invitation.
He's done by Saturday.
Yeah. And asking when next week's matches are going to be released.
Yes. When are you going to release next week's matches? Yep. I am bored.
It's a tough shot in for Larry here. And that's a really tough pin on 11. I always like to play the jab in, and you really can't do that on this one. But this might go a bit deep. Let's see.
Matthew Hansen said that Larry's already played week 3 during this match. Okay, now here's a mistake.
Here we go.
We have an opening.
Time for Schwa to buckle down.
Can the product of Roanoke, Virginia do something to close this gap? Take your time, Josh. Take your time.
I'm trying to think of equivalent comebacks if Schwa were to come back from this, like equivalent comebacks in the sports world.
Well, hey, we've got time because the way Josh plays, we'll be here for
Larry's short. Close.
Very short. Oh, Josh is going to try to figure out this pullback. Nope, not yet. Nope, he doesn't like that one, I bet. Watch this. See if he resets. No, he likes it. 80%. Does it get there? It does. A little bit long. but he will birdie. Bang.
Now,
There we
yep. Now he needs to pick one up on 11.
I've got people talking to me. I have no idea what they're saying. They don't
You
realize.
are the face of Golden T-Mobile. Everyone wants a piece of you.
Well, I feel sorry for Golden T-Mobile if that's the case. Very disappointed I lost today. I'm really disappointed.
I am too.
Hopefully in Dallas, I will say this. Hopefully in Dallas, everyone plays on an iPad.
Yeah.
Every match. They need to bring their own. They need to play on.
Here we go.
Everyone needs to play on iPad.
Chance for Josh to pick up a stroke here. Needs to snipe this up. All right, I'd be sniping this on in, but it's set up perfectly. But he doesn't want to do what Larry did and bring it off the front. But
yeah, this should be. Let's see how he plays this.
I am all about
not
snipers.
enough. He is not playing enough wind.
No.
That is
This
significantly
is
left.
This is way short.
Oh boy. Larry. Oh, Larry.
Oh, I told you. I
Big
called it.
time.
I
There's
called
another
it.
hole
Yep.
out.
Oh, and Josh proves us wrong.
Nice shot by
That's
Josh.
Or did he change over to the grabber? He might have.
I think he had the grabber.
Looked a little more pink than red, but
So big
Larry
shot
was
by
up.
Larry Foster.
Josh closed the gap to 1. Larry's now
Back to
raised
2.
it back to 2 on GT Power at the moment.
Yeah, that's a monster. That's Larry. What did you say? Larry's 5th hole out now?
Yep. He's had one in every match he's played so far. And looks like this one is closed off though. Back tee into the wind. It'd take a Herculean effort to get it there, and that pin is also rough. So
The brains of Golden T-Mobile, the league, is now sitting to our right, Joel Wilburn.
he's kind of like my supervisor, so I'm feeling a little bit.
I feel like
little
we're
bit
being
self-conscious,
judged.
yep.
Yeah, I feel like we're being judged. The pride of Lubbock, Texas. I hate that I know where everyone's from. It's like a bad gift.
I love that you know where everyone's from. Actually.
It's just like a bad gift.
Yep.
Larry Foster, originally from Chicago, Illinois, lives now in basically a suburb of Dallas, Texas.
Like,
The Schwab, born in Southern California, now lives in Virginia.
Yeah, that's scary.
Greg Kinsler from Chicago, Illinois.
Give a fun fact about everyone's birthplace as well.
Walter Flores from Peru, now lives in Chicago. I mean, we've got them all over the place. As I look out in the crowd, of course, Greg Kinsler isn't here right now.
Yep.
But he is very active on the stream
He
at the
is.
moment. Phil Rumley lived in England, now in Detroit, Michigan, watching, saying good call by Mark.
Yep. Phil and I actually grew up about 45 minutes away from each other at about the same time.
I think Phil's mom is English.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Probably not.
Josh cruising along nicely.
I'm pretty actually impressed with how Josh is playing on a course that he doesn't know on a device that he's unfamiliar
Yeah.
with.
Very much
Aside
so.
from hole 4, I think he's played pretty well, to be honest.
Very much. And no nerves. Like
It doesn't seem to be.
No. And Larry either. Like.
Well, Larry doesn't have nerves.
Yeah.
Larry lost nerves in 97. That's the last time he felt nerves. He lost. He finished 4th in the Golden Tee World Championship, the National Championship, as it was called then. And he decided, I'm never going to feel nerves again. And he hasn't.
No, I'm impressed with Josh. Like I said, I mean, error in judgment
boy.
on the one hole.
Oh, boy.
As soon as we talk him up,
That was not a good shot.
at least stay up. Stay up. Oh, boy.
Now, Let's see if the Schwa can make some magic. He
needs
this to go
this.
in. Yeah, he needs this to go in.
I mean, Larry's
cruising.
That hole revitalized him.
Yeah. Big shot for the Schwa.
Yeah.
After hitting probably his worst shot in Nashville.
Yeah.
Led him to this pot bunker. Let's see.
Get in there. Oh!
Hey! Big shot by the Schwa,
Yeah.
fist pump.
That'll
And he
Larry,
is still in this
That'll
match.
get Larry thinking a little bit now.
Larry saw the fist pump.
He did.
Larry probably thought that was for eagle, I would imagine.
Yep.
Probably thought it was a hole out
Yep.
and thinks maybe I need to make something happen.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing when you can't see the score until you're done with your 9.
Yep.
So Larry right now in his head is probably thinking that Josh just hold out.
Yep. I considered doing a couple fake fist pumps against you just to get in your head. But
And you didn't even need to. You won anyway. Good shot by Larry. Good shot by Larry. The Schwa will hit a 4-wood. He needs to bring some more wind out of that.
Yeah, I think he's got it here. I think it's gonna just carry over. Oh,
No, he throws it way right. That's going to come
that's
left.
gonna be okay.
That's fine.
Yep. But the straight shot would add on a little extra distance and potentially
Big
drawing
putt.
that in. But this doesn't seem like a hole that Larry's probably going to drop a shot on. I don't see where the pin is. Is the pin back right?
It looks back right to me.
Yeah, that's a
from-
pretty easy one. He's probably not going to drop one here.
Actually, that looks
Mid right, tucked
left.
against the bunker.
That
Oh,
looks
okay.
left to me.
So fine, like front right
Yeah,
is the only.
yeah, that's
an easy one.
Yeah, that's an easy one. That matter of fact, that's one that he can just let the
Yep.
green slope bring that ball right
He might
into
hold
with the
this
javelin.
up with the way he's playing.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Larry's going to be pretty close here, I would
Yep.
imagine.
So I mean that leaves 17, which I can't recall off the top of my head. I haven't played this course enough. I don't know if 17 is a hole you can drop very many shots on. I know 18 is one you can if you leave it short and get up against the face of one of those bunkers. So kind of see what he does here, and yeah, look at 17. But I don't know what Larry's doing here. I don't know what the game plan is exactly. But
Is Larry thinking,
about playing out to the right and laying off.
what's he worried
Is he-
about? Is he thinking he's going to hit that plank?
Yes.
He's not.
No.
Larry, you're not going to hit that plank.
Even with the forward, he's not hitting the plank.
No.
But if he plays this 5-wood, he's going to be short.
Oh, my. He is
and
worried
he's
about it.
gonna
He
have-
thinks he's going to hit it.
And he's going to have a longer putt. Oh, this is a good play. This will get it back there, but
I don't
tough,
think this
tough
gets
to
it.
control the distance.
I think this is going to be well left.
Tough to go.
Oh, he's putting the slurve on it.
Uh-oh. Sit down. Sit down.
That's
a
actually
solid
the hell of a
play.
shot.
What a shot.
That's a hell of a shot. It was unnecessary. I
Yeah.
think he was fine,
But
he
who
just
are
wanted to
gonna
make
tell
sure
him
he was
otherwise?
fine.
The guy's 15 feet away. Like,
Good eagle by Larry.
oh, this is a tough one with the high. Oh, this is gonna be a little tough. This wind can grab it. This could go. This could go long. I mean, Larry's got to be thinking, leave it 20 feet short.
Here's the part of playing head-to-head when you know you have a two-stroke lead.
Yeah.
This is why it's important that you know you have a two-stroke lead.
Yeah.
This for a setup like this.
Yep.
That's exactly why you think, okay,
It's what
the
he's
worst
doing.
score I do here is a par.
He's playing it right. Like this is gonna carry at least to the middle of the green and leave himself a 20-footer if he plays this. Like it's actually a pretty. This hole is tough when you're playing in that crosswind. Like you're playing it way further than normal. This is actually a pretty great setup for him with a 2-shot lead.
Here's the thing. I don't think he feels comfortable enough to hit the shorter wedge. I think he's going to just choke this thing up and probably hit this 80%.
I would be leaving
75%.
I would be leaving this 20 or 30 feet short. Here we go with Josh. Oh, yeah, the jab.
Oh, good shot by
Nice.
Josh.
Yep. Here we go. This is a big shot in the match right here for Larry.
Larry's going to hit this. Ooh, 85. Does this?
I think he's okay. 85 pitching wedge is about equivalent of a sand wedge. Up, sit down. Nice.
Great.
Yep. Yeah, that was clutch. And Josh has called up to Larry in the 17th hole. So
Larry is just refusing to give this lead up.
yeah, that was
It's clutch.
a pretty incredible shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. And Larry sat there, did the math.
Kind of like to play the pitching wedge at 85 rather than the full sand wedge. Don't let the wind
Yeah,
get too much. Oh, okay.
that was a great shot by Larry. Larry's still with the 2-stroke lead.
And he's clean here now, other than the one shot on 12, which is not hittable. So he's got to believe he's still got at least a one-shot lead. He's got to play conservative.
Josh going right. I love it. If it stays on the line,
He
sit
needs
down.
to hit this. Oh, nice shot.
Good
by
shot
him.
by Josh.
Yep.
That will be great
Yep.
shot points. So the only way Josh can get this thing to extras, Larry pars, Josh eagles.
Or Josh knocks it in.
Or Josh makes it.
But he needs Larry to be up against the face here. And Larry knew he's got at least a one-shot lead, and he parks it up there.
Good shot by Larry. Larry could two-putt this and go on to victory, and Larry will absolutely two-putt this.
Unless Josh makes it.
The only hope now is Larry misses this putt and Josh crams it in.
Yep.
Josh looks like he's hitting a sniper, which it's going to be difficult to hold this with a sniper.
Josh is going to be pretty upset about his shots on 4.
Yeah. Good ball.
Great ball. But you need a Larry 3-putt. Oh, all right. Not happening, but there's hope. All right. Larry by 1. From up 5 to up 1.
Wow. So Larry Foster
Yep.
will move on. We are in Nashville. This is the Golden Tee Mobile live tournament event. And Larry Foster will move on in the loser's bracket. That was a heck of a match between Josh Simmons, Schwa, and Larry Foster, Mr. Golden Tee.
Started slow, but it really did. It was an exciting finish.
Yeah, that was a great match. I mean, this thing started out where I thought we were going to have to really fill some time and talk about Golden Tee Mobile, the league, and things that we've witnessed throughout the year in this game. And turns out that it was a great match. So awesome match by Larry. He moves on. It's been a good night of Golden Tee Mobile, a great day of Golden Tee here in Nashville with the cabinet and the mobile guys. So really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
And you were trying to make a run in the winners bracket.
Yeah, I think me and Joel are playing in some council on council combat. So
yeah, we'll see how that goes. So. Hey, we will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time. Set your alarms. We're going to have breakfast here. Coffee, Golden Tee Mobile will be right here. So join us tomorrow morning, Golden Tee Mobile, Nashville, here live. Have a great night.